where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to the Toon Review. It has finally arrived, guys. It has finally arrived. It's Champions League time for Newcastle United after 20 years away. Billy, we've been speaking backstage. We cannot wait for this. It is so exciting, but very strange team lineup, which we'll have a look at very quickly now. Not strange, but certainly a talking point. This is the team that we are putting out against AC Milan. Nick Pope, Trippier, Cher, Botman, Byrne, a midfield of Bruno, Longstaff, Tonali, and a front three of Murphy, Gordon, and Isak. Billy, your thoughts on the team?
I can only think Jacob Murphy's in for his defensive abilities. He played a little bit pre-season at right back. I believe their strength comes down their left-hand side with Rafael Leao, and to protect Kieran Trippier and help Trippier out, I think Murphy's been selected purely on that reason alone. He does have attacking abilities, of course he does, but I think he's in mainly for his defensive abilities, if I'm perfectly honest.
No, the rest of the team probably as expected, Billy. Isak starts up front with Anthony Gordon, who, he's fit and ready to go. There's no fitness issues with him. But interesting, there's no Dubravka on the bench, Billy.
No, I noticed that. Karius and the young goalkeeper, is it Harris? I've not heard of him before.
Yeah, Harris, yeah.
It's interesting that Dubravka's not there. Maybe he's injured. No one said anything, but I can only think he's injured.
Nothing's been said about an injury. The bench is Karius, Harris. They're the two goalkeepers. Dummett, Lascelles, Wilson, Target, Barnes, Hall, Livramento, Almiron, Anderson, and Lewis Miley is in there. So no Matt Ritchie. But, I mean, look, Miley's got it's brilliant experience, even if he's on the bench, Billy.
100%. And if he is to come on, it'd be fantastic for him. And I'm sure he wouldn't let us down if he did come on, because he's a calm, very mature young man, isn't he, with lots of ability.
Oh, absolutely,
This stage is kind of set for him, really.
It is, especially the way he played, obviously, in pre-season and stuff. We've got a super chat already from Mark Mullins, £10. Cheers, Mark. He says, come on the Toon, let's show all these doubters we've got what it takes and do it for Eddie. My thoughts are with you after being attacked in Milan last night. Absolutely. We can only say get well soon, Eddie. Absolutely horrible thing what happened over there. You're going to support your football team and you end up in hospital. It's a disgrace, really. And let's just hope the authorities catch whoever it was that done it. As I'm just seeing Newcastle coming out for the warm-up, Billy. Tonali seems to be getting quite a reception from everywhere.
100% he does, yeah.
Now, Milan, I can't put the team up on the screen because normally I go and get a photo of the team that the Twitter page or the website has put up on the screen. Milan have decided to do it as a video, so it won't come across on the StreamYard. But this is how Milan line up. Magnan in goal, Calabria, Thiaw, Tamori, Hernandez, Krunic, Loftus-Cheek, Pobega, Chukwueze, Leao, and Giroud. Your thoughts on that side, Bill?
Tamori is a massive, massive plus for them coming back into the side. Wasn't there for the weekend. Suspended, sent off against Roma. But yeah, it's a very strong side, isn't it? Leao's a big threat. He's a huge, huge player for them. He's a world star in the making. It's going to be a massive, massive attempt for Kieran Trippier to keep him out tonight because this kid is special. And if we can do that, I think it goes a long way towards winning the game for us, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a massive job for Newcastle United tonight. But look, I'm quietly confident that we can get some kind of result, Billy. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, we're going to have to defend all game. We're going to have to keep things tight at the back and things like that. I don't think like that at all. I think we've got an opportunity here to get something.
Well, we played Manchester City earlier in the season. Okay, we didn't threaten to score really, but we held them to 1. This Man City are streaks ahead of this Milan side, so why can't we go there and get a result?
Yep. Guys, don't forget, if you do like the commentary this afternoon, to please hit that thumbs up button. Very important to the channel, as I do keep saying, that we keep those likes coming in. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've had nearly 200 subscribers in 3 days, which has been phenomenal. So thank you very much for each and every one of your support. But if you are new and you like what you see, do hit the subscribe button. And of course, that notification and bell as well, which will let you know when we schedule any live shows or we upload any recorded videos. You can, of course, donate to the channel like Mark has done tonight by hitting the $sign at the bottom of the live comments. That'll take you through to a payment method. And of course, the bonus of that is you also get your comment read straight out. And you can become a member of the Toon Review and be in for all sorts of perks and member prizes by hitting the join button just underneath me and Billy. So let's have a look at some of your comments tonight as we warm up to this one. Let's have a look. Lee Kelly says, evening, Paul and Billy. Let's have it. Come on, the mighty Toon. Fingers crossed, 2-1 win for us. I'm buzzing. Hope our fans okay. Heard he was attacked. Get well, lad. Watching some of the VO. I believe Keith Downey's reported that he's flying home tonight, so he's sitting up in bed okay. He's being treated and he'll be home tonight, which is fabulous news. Yeah, I know he'd rather be at the match, but Christ, after what happened, I'm sure he'd like to, back with his family and safe and sound. Adam says, evening, everyone. Paul and Billy, that warm-up too is class. Geordie, lad, anyone nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I mean, it's been too long since we've been in the bloody Champions League. It's got to be excitement more than nerves, I think. Carl
We've got nothing to lose, haven't we? We've got nothing to lose. No one's expecting us to do anything. The pressure's all on the teams we're playing against in this group. So why should we be worried about anything? What's the worst that can happen?
100%. 100%. Carl says it's a bit windy here in Coventry. My wife went out earlier looking like Winona Ryder. She just come in looking more like Sean Ryder. bit windy down your parts, Billy?
It's always windy in this house, to be fair.
Well, that's very true. Yes. Irish 2 says it's Murphy time. It's going to be his night. Oh, God, I hope he cracks one in from 30 yards. I really do. It's just brilliant, man.
Just imagine his face if he did. Christ.
Yeah. Julie J says, I've still not seen a Mackham in Milan. Absolutely. And by the way, some of the comments that I've seen on social media regarding the stabbing from strangely Liverpool fans, just a couple of them. I'm not putting all of them in the same bracket here. There was a couple of Liverpool fans put really derogatory comments about it. Yet, wasn't it one of their fans that was stabbed in? Was it Rome?
I think one of them stabbed outside Anfield, wasn't it?
Well, something like that. And then
Mackham's as well. Mackham's have been at it as well, haven't they?
Well, yeah, I think he's going to be found out because his face is all over the internet now, and also know his other social media accounts. He deleted the account because, he completely bottled and tried to sort of hide it, but it didn't happen, sunshine. And I hope the authorities get you very, very quickly as well. Mr. Reaction says, I'll cry if we win. Like being a proper emotional wreck all day. Feels like a derby. It does have that feeling about it. The excitement when we're going. I mean, Billy, I've been excited all day. Just to the point of being working on these new graphics for the scoreboard and stuff like that, and just getting things prepared for the show well earlier than what I normally would. To be fair, it is. I mean, look, it's massive, isn't it? It's huge.
Yeah, you can't get. It's the biggest competition in European football that we've found ourselves in due to fantastic season we had last year. And it's a reward for that, and it's a reward for our fans, and it's a reward for the players as well. They deserve this, and let's hope they can go out and just do them some justice tonight, because if we come back with a result of any kind, it's going to be good for us. Yep.
Paul says, I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I hope the players can just try and relax, play our game, and enjoy it. I think that's a good point, Billy, because I think it's very important how we start this game today. I know everyone will probably be expecting Milan to come at us very early and really test us. So it's just up to us either to dictate the pace of the game earlier on, which I don't think we'll do being the away side. But if Milan do throw the kitchen sink at us early on, really test us, just weather the storm, and then get a foothold on the game. It's similar to what we did against Brentford, I suppose. You know, we didn't concede. I mean, don't give chances away like we did against Brentford, but you know what I mean? Just weather the storm and then settle into the game.
I think the key of it all is not to allow the San Siro to get into the game, the fans. I mean, they've just been on a good old-fashioned good hiding from their local rivals. If we can keep the crowd quiet for 20 minutes, they maybe start turning on them. If we can get an early goal, they probably will start turning on them. And from then, it's easy sailing for me. I think, it's about keeping the crowd quiet. If we give them any kind of encouragement at all, it's going to be a hard night for us.
Yeah, it is. It is. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Yano says they've just put the 2003 starting lineup on the screen. Yeah, I did. Half expected Dummett's name to feature just before his time. Barry the Bee says, I'm predicting a 1-1, but I'd be over the moon with a draw. I mean, yeah, look, if we get anything from the away games in Europe, Billy, that's always a plus point, isn't it? It's the same in the Premier League. You go away, try and get a point at the most, but don't lose.
Get a point away from home and win your home games, and you're laughing. You're through. Simple as that. And from then, it's even more adventures for us. I mean, as long as we don't finish fourth in the league, we've got more European games to come, irrespective of if we lose or win tonight. So let's just keep things under our hat. I think we can win tonight. I think we've got the team to do it. I think we've got the ability to do it. And more important, I think they've got the heart to do it. And that's going to be key tonight, I think.
Yeah. Evening, Tucky. Hope you're well. Paul Gullick says, good morning, Paul and Billy. Hoping for a good performance. I think a 3-1 win tonight. Shea Given just getting interviewed now by Pitchside. He was out earlier on in his Newcastle United gear. So he's well behind the lads tonight. Edward Gaunt, thank you for your 1,000 yen, buddy. Very, very kind. Hope you're well out there in Japan. He says, excited to see the lads back in Europe. Indeed. Stan says, even lads, so happy to be able to be part of my first watch-along. I'm a pilot and usually miss the games, but fortunately I'm here in Hong Kong, ready to watch this massive game. How are the lads? Thank you very much, Stan. Really glad that you could join us tonight. Jimmy says, good day, lads. I hope you're all well. I'm well excited for this. Spider says, long time coming, so sit back and relax. 2-0 Newcastle. Anyone can score for me. Oh, absolutely. I don't think it bothers us, Billy, who gets the goals as long as we get some.
No, and goals off people's arses, anything. Who cares?
Do you think there'll be goals tonight, though? Do you think there'll be playing? I think there will be. I don't think it's going to be a 0-0. I think the way AC Milan, I don't have a clue how they're going to approach it after getting scummed by Inter the other night. But for us, I think, we've got the players that can score.
We certainly do. Inter Milan. Who cares about them? They're not even playing. AC Milan have got a fantastic forward line as well. Giroud, Wally is on pace. He's never had pace. He's really intelligent and he's very, very lethal if you give him a bit of space in the penalty area. So absolutely. I think there may well be goals tonight, yeah.
Archer's going for a 3-1 win to Newcastle United. Irish Toon says, the only nerves I have is Dan Burn at left back. Other than that, I'm buzzing for it. Can't wait. Look, I'm not going to hate on anybody before the kickoff. Absolutely not. There's no way. I think, Dan Burn may just surprise us, guys. We'll talk about performances after the game. Let's just get behind every single one of them that's on that pitch tonight. Peter Clark, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, long-time viewer and lurker. Cannot wait for this evening all. Thank you very much, Peter. Before the kickoff, guys, just a few rules if you're new into the watch-alongs. No spoilers in the chat, please. You have to be subscribed to the channel in order to comment. Because we found in previous watch-alongs last season, anyone was coming in and there was loads of trolls, etc. So you have to subscribe to the channel to actually comment on the game itself. But wait till me and Billy have commentated on it before you put anything in the chat regarding the game. There is a delay on the chat to help with that, so hopefully everybody respects that and no spoilers go in the chat. Now, I might be slightly behind. I'm on TNT Sports, but it's through the internet. It's not through the TV, so I might be slightly behind. So Billy might be slightly behind me, but he's co-commentating, so that might match up quite well. And then, obviously, just enjoy it. If you do kick off before me, if you want to pause your TV and wait till I've said, right, we're underway, and then play on your TV, and then we're all in sync. So if you want to do that, that's fine, but please, no spoilers. I hope you all can respect that. If you subscribe to the channel, then I would hopefully think that, yes, you will respect that. New Jersey Geordie says, lads, I'm ready to run through a brick wall. So excited for our lads. Let's give it everything we've got. Absolutely 100%. Matthew, good evening. Anthony says, come on, Newcastle. We've got nothing to lose. Time to ruffle some feathers at Europe's top table. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it, Billy? If we get a good result tonight, it will put a message out there to say that Newcastle United are no pushovers. We are in this to compete.
100%. It may put a little target on our back as well, which at the moment I don't think we've got. I think we're going slightly under the radar, which is good for us. I think that's how it was last season.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, these owners have come into the club to be in this competition regularly, to win this competition in the end. So yeah, let's do ourselves justice. As I keep saying, it's just important that we do so. The owners are in this for the long run. This isn't going to be a unique occasion. It's going to happen more often than not, I believe, in the future. So it's just something to get used to. But this is really exciting because it's the first one. That exciting, mate.
Wes, you haven't been muted, mate. There's a delay on the chat. We do this on Watchalongs now to stop all the spoilers coming in. But your comment will eventually reach us, don't worry. We've had another super chat from Jimmy Barr, Australian, $7.99. Thank you very much, mate. Being like a kid on Christmas Eve here, set my alarm, but have woken up early, itching for this one. 3-1 for me. Isak, Gordon, and with Stato on Botman. Yeah, Stato predicted Botman last night to score. Well, you know, as he normally he did a lot last season, but it didn't come to fruition. But I'd love him just to leap like a salmon at the back post or something, Billy, and nod one in tonight. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if Nick Pope coots one down the pitch, it hits a divot and bounces over the keeper's head. Any goal does for me. Any kind of goal.
AG says, I can't wait for this. Shame ain't 8 p.m. kickoff. That's better. Well, it goes around the world, so some people may disagree with you, mate. But watching my wife's team PSG at 8 with the Chinese, then we're enemies next game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Toon Girl says, cried earlier watching an old video of Sheeran Co standing at the Champions League anthem played. Going to be emotional seeing our lads doing the same today. Yep. Unfortunately, I'm not going to hear it because obviously we've got copyright to think about. But listen, it'll go off at the San Siro. But the big one for me is when that music gets played at St. James's Park, Billy, because that under the lights, that's when the emotions will probably hit a full packed out St. James's. Yeah,
and you'll get to hear that. Obviously, I won't be. I'll be commentating back here, so it's something that we've kind of. It's been a dream of ours for a long, long time, but it's been a dream that's been unobtainable due to ownership issues and things like that. Full first season in charge. Here it is. I can't wait. I really can't wait. And I think I'd like to say St. James's Park. It'll be a massive kind of emotional park, won't it? Park on next Wednesday when we play.
Absolutely. Michael says, I completely understand loyalty, but Burnett left back at this level is asking for trouble. We'll just have to see how he gets on. I mean, look, if it doesn't work, I'm sure Eddie will probably change it for the next one. I'm not too sure about that. But look, he hasn't been brilliant this season, Dan Burn. He was okay against Brentford, though. Brentford, I know, is very, very different to AC Milan. But look, he'll go out there and he'll do his best. And if we'll see how that works out. Spider says, when we win, how many fans will go swimming in the canal? Hope Milan put lifeguards on duty. Well, I've already seen one go in, swimming. He dived in and swam next to a rowing boat. Those rowers got some stick that day, rowing down the canals of Milan. All the Newcastle fans shouting and singing at them, all in good spirits, of course. M2 says, Chelsea fan here from Perth, Australia. Love the commentary and good luck to Newcastle today. Thank you very much, M2. Really appreciate that. Clarky says, I remember our last Champions League game against Partizan Belgrade. Didn't Jenis miss a penalty in that game? Guess who's in the, it's TNT studio now, mate. Yes, he is. PF had a dream about Andy Griffin last night.
Strange. He did score for us in the Champions League, famously.
He did. That's when we wore our strange silver and black kit, wasn't it? We didn't have the black and whites on that day.
Yeah. Juventus, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jimmy says, hi, chaps. Tonight is the biggest game for Newcastle United. Hope we win. We're up against the best, so we must perform at our best and shock them. Did you hear that Adam might not wear his Toon top to the match after the news today? Yeah, look, Adam's okay. So don't worry. He's actually surrounded himself with people there, and I think that's what he's best off doing. Obviously, Adam goes a lot to away games on his own, but there's lots of fans out there, and he's not on his own. I believe there's plenty of Newcastle fans at his hotel as well. So they need to stay in groups and they need to stay safe. Nobody should have to feel like that, though, Billy, going to a football game. I think it's a disgrace. However, this is just what happens. I mean, we've seen it happen in Europe so many times before.
Yeah, there's certain countries that kind of see it as their badge of honour to kind of fight for the country. We used to have it in this country for years and years and years. Took a ban from Europe to get rid of it, really. But we've seen a lot of people, the Dutch are notorious, Italians, Polish, Russians were never allowed to play. It's a stain on football, and really, UEFA should come down big on these clubs, and these things happen at. It's about time they start getting banned for it, because it happened to us. We got banned after Heysel, so why shouldn't it be good for them?
Yeah. But the good news is, if you just joined us, guys, that Eddie, the guy who was unfortunately stabbed, he's sitting up in hospital and is expected to fly home tonight. So really good news that he'd be with his family. Stato is in the pub. Let's go is his exact words. Paul says, with it our first time back in years and then putting that loss right, I reckon there's going to be goals tonight. I've just seen somebody comment saying they could see us thumping them 5-0. I'm not going for that at all. Bradley says 4-0. Let's not get carried away, Brads. Let's just see how the game goes. Let's just enjoy it. John says, I'm having to suffer hairy hands and Andy Gray on my ship in Egypt. At least I got a smuggled bottle of Plonker soup. Good lad. Big ass bloke says, these are the slowest 5 minutes I ever experienced in my life. Sorry. There's a 5-minute delay on when you subscribe. We've got to do something about the trolls. This is the best way to deal with them. So we know if you're genuine subscribers, then you will appreciate that. Russell says, hi, everyone. I hope the Toon get the win for the fan in hospital. Yeah, I think Eddie will mention that in the dressing room, Billy, won't he? They'll have seen that on the news. I mean, the club's already commented on it. So Eddie will say, look, come on, guys, Eddie was stabbed. He misses the game. Let's go and do him a big favor here. Yeah,
I'm guessing that Eddie's got the brains to kind of use them kind of things, although it's a horrible thing to happen to poor Eddie, to use it as a positive for us and G us up. Not that we'll need G'ing up tonight, I wouldn't have thought.
Nah, the morale, well, the confidence should be up, and certainly the motivation shouldn't need motivating at all. It's the Champions League. This is the big moment they have been waiting for. Norvik, good evening, buddy. He says, evening, Paul and Billy. Is it just my stream where the lips are out of sync with the sound? Yes, it's fine on ours, mate. I think it's your dodgy system again. John's back door, good evening. Says, afternoon, lads. Breaking it as well as being excited. Rachel says, bring it on. Indeed. Jan says, can they handle Isak? Well, one thing Isak's got to be better at, Billy, he's got to be at it tonight, hasn't he? Because the last couple of games Isak's played, I haven't really seen that.
He's going to have a tough night with Tomori. If I was him, I'd kind of try and keep on the other centre half. He doesn't look as strong or as good as Tomori, and that's not hard because Tomori is a quality centre half. I think he's one of the best in Europe, and yet Gareth Southgate can't get him into our England side somehow. So yeah, Isak's got a tough job tonight, but I think he's got the quality and the technical abilities to break through them. I really do. He's got to be up for it though. I think he's got to be part of the press, which he hasn't been in the past few weeks, and he's got to get himself in places where he can score goals. And when he does that, and we get the service to him, he'll score goals. Absolutely.
How do you think Tonali's feeling right now, Billy?
Very excited. I think he'll be really up for this. Once the game's over, he can go back to loving AC Milan again. But the first 90 minutes is their enemy, and I think he'll do us proud again tonight.
Yeah, I do as well. I'm pretty confident of that, actually. Just 2 seconds. I need to turn my camera a little bit. Oh, hang on.
There you go. I stood it.
Yeah. So, I mean, will he be nervous or will he be excited, Billy?
No, I don't think he'll be nervous. I think he'll be really excited. He never really got to say goodbye to the Milan fans. And I know there's better ways of doing it than going there and giving them a good hiding. But the fact he's getting onto the pitch, receive their adoration, I think that'll be enough for him. And I think he'll perform, show them what they haven't got anymore. And that'll be what his thing will be.
Yep. Gramax says Dan Burns going to put in a legendary performance and bag himself a hat-trick. War Geordie Bale. Hey, if he does that, he'll get a statue. I'm telling you right now. He will get a statue if that is the case.
I don't think I got the medal.
No doubt about it.
Medal for that.
Yeah, well, that's a good point, actually. Ryan says, hi all. Really hope we get a win tonight, but I hope their nerves get the best of them. Milan's nerves, I'm not sure Milan will be feeling the nerves as much as Newcastle, because Milan are used to this. They play in the Champions League regularly. So yes, there'll be a match day nervousness about Milan, but I don't think, Billy, that they'll be feeling the same kind of nerves as what the Toon are.
Not in the big game experience way, but they will be tentative just because of what happened to them on Saturday. I think the crowd have got the potential to turn at any given time. If we can put the pressure on them, get an early goal, that could easily happen. And we know what the passionate Italian fans are like. They show their distaste to the nth degree, don't they?
Yeah. Nottingham Forest fan says, good luck tonight. It's great to see you back in Europe. When I was a kid, I remember your European nights. 3-0 to you guys. I'm right behind you tonight. Thank you very, very much.
When I was a kid, I remember Nottingham Forest winning the European Cup on 2 occasions.
Wow, they had some side, didn't they? King Huddle, our resident Spurs fan. Evening all, and as always, come on, you Spurs. Good luck, Newcastle. Thank you very much. The players are in the tunnel. Crow's Tail, thank you for your 199 super chat. He says 3-1 win to the Toon. Thank you very much, and let's hope it is. But the players are in the tunnel. They are ready to make their grand entrance. Please do subscribe to the channel, guys. If you were new and you like what you see, come and be part of this wonderful community here on the Toon Review. And why not, if you're already in, hit that thumbs up button. We need the likes to come in to keep us up there in the search results and tell YouTube that something spectacular is going on this channel. And we really need your help with that. So if you just take 2 seconds to go and hit that thumbs up button, we would really, really appreciate it. Billy, the team's coming out.
Yeah, home shirts and white shorts with red numbers on the white shorts. I think they look pretty cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know whether you saw the kids earlier on, Billy. They're black and white shirts. They had a big, huge white patch on the back. It'd be interesting to see if we've got the same ones on today. I mean, the kids got pummeled 4-0, unfortunately. However, they were 3-0 down at half time and only lost 4-0. So they definitely improved the second half. As we see Sandro Tonali coming out, loads of flags going up around the stadium. That looks incredible, Billy.
It does indeed, yeah. Black and white stripes, red and white stripes above it. It's I don't know what it's supposed to say. It's obviously it's Italian, so I'm not going to understand it. But yeah, it's a phenomenal thing. It really is.
It's a beautiful stadium, isn't it? But for some reason, they've just let it sort of. I watched a documentary in the summer, I think, about how they won't be able to build a new one. They've got to stay where they are, but it needs so much renovation work done to it. And it's a shame because it's an iconic stadium, isn't it?
Well, they renovated it for the 80 European Championships, so I remember as a kid, and then they renovated it again for the 90 World Cup. So, I mean, it's only 33 years old, really.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that, I know it's used week in, week out because 2 teams play there. I'm surprised it's got to this kind of rack and ruin in such a short space of time, really. Whether the 2 owners of the 2 different clubs, sure they can afford to maintain it. It's a magnificent stadium, it really is.
Yeah. Well, they've just played the Champions League anthem. John Bruce says something is happening on the channel, Paul. We are playing in Europe for the first time in 20 years. Yes, you're right. And it's the first time a European game has ever been on this channel involving Newcastle United. So history has been made. Mary, thank you for your £5 super chat. Bring on a victory. 2-1 win to the Toon. How are the lads? Bring it home, lads. Come on. Absolutely. Guys, if you are slightly ahead of me, if you want to pause your TV, if you kick off before I say, right, we're underway, and then obviously you can be in sync. I don't think I'll be too far behind the TV because, like I say, I'm watching the official link. They have got the big white patch on the back, Billy.
Indeed, with the red numbers, yeah.
So just to go through the Newcastle United side again, it's Pope, Trippier, Botman, Shea, Tonali, Gordon, Isak, Murphy, Byrne, Longstaff, and Bruno. Obviously, the back 4 is, as usual, midfield, Tonali, Bruno, and Longstaff, and the front 3 of Gordon, Isak, and Murphy. Substitutes, Dummett, Lascelles, Wilson, Target, Barnes, Hall, Livramento, Almiron, Anderson, and Miley, with Karius and Harris as the 2 substitute goalkeepers. So, yeah, we are not seeing Martin Dubravka. Motor City Mag says, Toon Review is my live game source for the day. Thank you very much. No spoilers. Remember, guys, if you are slightly in front of us or whatever, don't put anything in the comments. It is 60 seconds behind anyway to stop the spoilers, as we just saw Ibrahimovic at the game. And we're looking at Olivier Giroud, who doesn't seem to have aged in 15 years, Billy.
No, he doesn't. But, I mean, his engine is going to be the same. He's still going to be slow, but really clever. Really
Hell of a
clever
footballing brain, hasn't he? Hell of a footballing brain. Now, we're having a minute's silence here. I'm not sure what that's for.
Libya and Morocco.
Yes, probably, yeah. Yeah, most teams around the world are doing that, I suppose, at the moment. Classy Baxi, we'll just chuck out if you're going to be silly like that. Goal, Almiron. He's not even playing. He's on the bench. Honestly, what's the matter with these people? Yeah, it is for Morocco and Libya. So if you're watching TNT, just turn off the commentary, guys, and listen to us. We will give you some really good commentary on here, not like the commentators that are, well, I don't know who the two are for them. Jack Sims says, I love this stream so much. I hope you're watching the game, Grandar from heaven. I'm sure he is. I'm sure everybody up there is just... I quite like them strips, Billy, with a big white patch on the back. And you can see the numbers and names a lot clearer.
Yep, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Which certainly helps me during commentary.
I'm a kick-off now, so give me a shout when you're kicking off.
You have... I'm watching TNT. How the hell are you ahead of me?
I don't know.
Well, we're ready to go. Sean Longstaff is over the ball and... Slight delay here for some reason. We're underway. Newcastle United are in the Champions League. Dynamics Detail, and thank you very much for your $4.99 super chat. Let's do this, guys. Get behind the lads no matter what. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Newcastle immediately on the front foot. Good interception there. But great tackle by Kieran Trippier getting stuck in. And the referee is immediately blown for, I believe, a handball there. So Theo will probably take it for AC Milan. Pitch looks good considering all the rain yesterday, Billy.
Yeah, as I said last night, it's 80% grass and 20% synthetic, so that's probably helped, hasn't it?
Yeah. Actually, I need to just change the screens here so that we've got the big scoreboard on. There you go, people. As Milan come down Newcastle's left-hand side here, and a foul given on Tonali. Well, Tonali certainly getting stuck in early doors, Billy. I mean, it is a free kick, but that's good physicality from the Italian.
Indeed. You know, he put the effort in to get back, didn't he? And he's playing on the left of the three, by the way.
Sorry?
He's played on the left of the three tonight, for those that aren't watching, just listening.
Yep. Oh, come on. Isaki going to be a bit stronger there, son, but it's back with the goalkeeper, Manganano, wherever his name is. How are you pronouncing that keeper's name?
Milan.
Mainan. As in my nan. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, Milan have the ball. Theo on the left-back position. They're just playing it around at the back at the moment. Again, Newcastle not really pressing them, sort of not pressing hard, Billy. They're just standing off, making Milan move around. They're keeping the... They've obviously got a plan here, Billy, because, looking at the way they were then, they're not going to just go chasing the ball. They're going to stay in position. It's
very much like the Brighton press, if you ask me. There was no press there whatsoever. Maybe they've seen something. They've got obviously had done their homework. Maybe Milan are good at getting through the press, but there was none there to speak of, was there?
Indeed. Mawson, thank you for your 50 Saudi Arabian Real, mate. Very, very kind of you. Thanks for your continued support. There's no comment there, but thank you, buddy. Long ball up the field from Nick Pope. As RB Leipzig have scored, and it's actually took my bloody stream down. What the hell's going on with that? That was very strange. What's your clock at, Billy?
2:30.
Yeah, so's mine. I didn't. Obviously, if there's a goal in the other game, it flashes up, but it took the other screen down. Bloody hell! As we're just looking at Stefano Pioli, bloody Italian names.
Bit of the Walter White about him.
Yeah, he has, definitely. As Milan just passing it around the back four again into our half now with Theo. Sean Longstaff doing some pressing and winning the ball there, forcing Milan back. Now Anthony Gordon chases, but Milan are a good passing side. I'll give it, but we didn't see that against Inter, obviously, but they can knock it around a bit. We've got to be careful. Long ball across the field to the left back, Theo now. Not in any hurry. Shot comes in. That's the first shot for Nick Pope to deal with, and he deals with it very well. Straight at him from Liao, but obviously Liao straight away wants to hit the ball, Billy.
He's a quality player. I'm a little bit worried that it seemed a little bit passive to me early doors. We haven't really got in their faces, apart from the one tackle from Longstaff and the one from Tonali that was deemed a foul.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we'll want to do, rough them up a bit, isn't it? But, I mean, you've got to be careful in Europe with the European referees, of course. As Anthony Gordon is tackled, but the referee deems that a free kick.
I think so as well.
I think that was a free kick, Billy. I thought he got the ball there.
I thought he went for the player first to get to it. There you go.
Bit of a coming together. Nothing too serious. Anthony Gordon is fine. And Fabian Schär has the ball now, bringing it out for Newcastle. He goes to the captain, Trippier, who immediately goes back to Nick Pope. Not taking any chances early doors, Billy. It's a very sort of cagey start from Newcastle, isn't it? We kind of expect that.
We do expect it in this kind of game, but it's not something we're used to, is it? Let's be honest. We usually go straight for
Nice play. Jacob Murphy now bombing forward. Lovely little 1-2 between Bruno and Tonali. And now Trippier has it down the right-hand side. He's got a run of Murphy. Plays it into Isak. Great control by the Swede. Isak rolls it out to the left now to Anthony Gordon. Gordon has his head up. Sees Trippier on the other side. Uses him. It's a brilliant ball from Gordon. And now Trippier will whip the ball in and head it away. It's just gone straight in the air. But no Newcastle challenges there. But Trips will let that roll out for a throw-in. Good movement, Billy.
Yes, it was very kind of exciting first attack, wasn't it? And encouraging too, because the passing was great and crisp, especially from Gordon.
Lovely little 1-2 between Tonali and Bruno as well, Billy, which set the attack on its way.
Yeah, indeed.
Fabian Schär has it just over the halfway line now for Newcastle United. Sees Anthony Gordon out on the left, hits a wonderful ball to Gordon, which he takes down straight away, but he's tackled very aggressively, I have to say. However, we picked the ball up now with Tonali. Tonali's into the box to the byline, puts it in, and it's cleared away. I think the ball went out, though, and it's a goal kick to AC Milan. But very, very positive stuff from Tonali early doors, Billy.
Yes, it was very positive, wasn't it? He was getting to that byline. It just let it overrun slightly, but I was a bit concerned that Anthony Gordon's first touch wasn't as good as it should have been there, because I think if he took it down first time, he'd got a crossing. But
that's the speed of the Champions League, though, Billy, isn't it? As soon as he brought that ball down, they were on him in a second.
Yeah, Calabria didn't give him a second, did he?
No, that'll test him, certainly.
Presses on now.
Anyway, Milan, good pressing from Newcastle United. Jacob Murphy is going to, I think he's claiming a corner. And I think he's won one off Tomori, Billy. Great work from Anthony Gordon there. Sorry, Murphy. Yeah, definitely a corner.
Without a doubt.
Tomori did not like the pressure on him there, Billy.
Absolutely not. Seems like they're scheduling the presses as
a goal kick.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Just in the replay, it did clearly deflect off Tomori's foot, so that's
ridiculous. Certainly did.
They've got for the press this time, though. Christ.
Yeah, four men going to one man there, but here is Liao, the danger man for AC Milan. Skips inside, and he's brought down by Sean Longstaff, and a very extravagant fly through the air from Liao there, but I don't think there was a lot of contact. Just seen it again. I mean, there's hardly any contact, to be honest. Liao went through the air like he's performing in Swan Lake there, Billy.
I'm not sure how you can fall that way when you've been touched on the other knee. It's odd, isn't it?
And there is Ibrahimovic watching on. How many times do you reckon the camera's going to go to him in this game, Billy?
I haven't seen him crying at some point.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that would be an absolute pleasure. Guys, do subscribe to the channel if you are new. You do have to be a subscriber to comment about the game. But if you do want to be part of this incredible community, hit that subscribe button for us. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Long ball played over the top. I mean, we should be comfortable with that, Billy, because there's no way that someone like Giroud is going to outpace even Fabian Schär, to be honest.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a kind of negative from Milan. That they're not confident of breaking the midfield down and just hitting it long to a player that runs about as quick as I can.
That's nice from Newcastle. I don't think Longstaff's touch was great there, but Tonali was straight on it, and he has had a very interesting first 8 minutes. Tonali's been everywhere. The ball is with Fabian Schär. Clips it over the top, looking for the run of Murphy. It's a very good ball. Murphy claims he was dragged back. He's not going to get anything from the referee. But a good ball over the top there. But look at that. Look at the pulling on Murphy's shirt.
Well, out VAR, we're looking at that.
How is the referee not seeing that?
Well,
that is terrible.
The
the linesman should
stuff.
see it. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But again, a positive move there from Murphy. Going, and we know he's got pace. As the goalkeeper is back with Milan again, and he then plays it out to the right-hand side, slightly overhit. But Milan keep the ball now with Giroud. And they're coming down Newcastle. They're coming down their right-hand side now, and Newcastle have men back, though. But we've got to stop the ball coming into the box. And an offside. Wow.
Poor place to be offside, that, isn't it?
Chukwueze there, offside. That's poor, Billy. I mean, he's offside, to be fair. Good spot by the linesman.
But he's looking along the whole line. He should never be offside there.
Definitely not. Shame the other one didn't spot that pull on Murphy's shirt, to be fair. But look, Murphy's looking very good on the right-hand side, and I think he can get at that left back, cause him a few problems, cause Theo some problems, get stuck in.
Well, Hernandez doesn't like defending. He's an attacking fullback, doesn't really like defending. If you can get Murphy on the ball, I don't think he'll be, comfortable under that at all.
Absolutely. Dave Bullman says, good start, pressing them. Too many frees given in European games. As we win a throw-in now, more than midway into the Milan half, which Big Dan Burn is going to take, just waiting for Newcastle players to take the positions. JT Dunk says that should have been a yellow card for Hernandez. Absolutely. Isak can't win the ball. He had two Milan players on him, to be fair. But again, good pressing that by Sven Botman, and Giroud just couldn't handle him there, winning the ball back. Here's Bruno. Back to Fabian Schär now for Newcastle. Coming up to 10 minutes gone. Still no score at the San Siro. But I think Newcastle settled into the game well, Billy.
Yeah, I've been really impressed, actually. Since I said we were passive, we've pressed at times. We've kept control of the ball. We've looked more dangerous than them, if I'm perfectly honest. Here we go again.
And here goes Anthony Gordon. He's got him for pace, definitely. Skips one way, then the other. Gordon gets to the byline. Great run by Gordon, but he couldn't hook his left foot around the ball enough to put the cross in. But very, very optimistic for. And Longstaff's getting another foul. He could get booked here.
Yeah, he's not.
He's got to be careful.
What's Hernandez holding his eye for?
Oh, well, it's Hernandez, isn't he? I mean, honestly, I think some kind of bullet came from the stands there, Billy, and knocked him over. He didn't even get touched in the eye. What's he gone down and holding his face for?
It's a free kick, and potentially
there is absolutely no contact to his face at all.
Ridiculous.
Longstaff's got to be careful, though. He's got to be quicker than that, Billy, because, that's what I'm worried about with Longstaff. He's not the most mobile. And, it was a blatant foul there. Again, that's twice he's done that in the game already. But here is Tonali for Newcastle on the left-hand side. Not the greatest touch, and he loses out. I think he was trying to get the ball to Anthony Gordon there. But here's Chukwueze now for AC Milan. And good interception by Longstaff there. And he nods it to... it's Jacob Murphy on the ball now. But good bit of play there by Longstaff, winning it back. Not much support by Murphy, but he's completely taken out there. He's done well there, Jacob Murphy, Billy.
Yeah, really well. He didn't have much support, did he? Let's be honest. He was looking for a pass and he didn't see anyone to aim for. And he was taken out of the play then. Yeah.
I think Gordon's got that right back, Billy, in his pocket for pace. He really has. Yeah, he just ghosted past him there. It was just a shame he couldn't get the ball in on his left foot with any power there. But it's very, very optimistic.
Indeed.
As now the ball is with Dan Burn. Burn up to Anthony Gordon again. Gordon controls it, just eases it back to Dan Burn. Burns missed it, and Botman had to be alert. I don't know what Dan Burn was doing there, but Milan are now on the attack, and they have a chance of getting a shot in. In comes the shot, and Nick Pope down to his right, touches it away, and palms it to Leao. Newcastle under pressure here. Cross comes into the back post, and a good save again from Nick Pope. And Newcastle just need to weather this, Billy, but again, Gordon knocked that back to Dan Burn, and he just couldn't control it.
Just a lapse of concentration from Dan Burn there. The ball was straight to him, and he just let it run into his foot, didn't he? It was poor play from the big left back.
It's like he went to trap it with his right foot, and it just froze.
Yeah.
But good goalkeeping from Pope there.
Two excellent saves from Pope, yeah.
Yep. That'll get him into the game, which is exactly what we need. Here's Leao for AC Milan. I mean, I think we gave them too much space to get that shot in, though, Billy. That's a great ball. And Dan Burns being pulled out of position. We're in trouble here. Good clearance by Kieran Trippier. But Burn and Botman have got to communicate better there, Billy.
Yeah, I think Burns got to switch on. It's the fullback actually going forward, isn't it? No, it's not the fullback. It's
Cross comes in again for Milan. Nick Pope punches. It's a terrible punch. Why did he catch that? Exactly. Ball bouncing around. Pope makes another save corner to Milan. And we were at 6s and 7s at the back at the minute. I don't know why Nick Pope did not catch that. There was no reason. And there's a handball in there, but that it bounced off Botman when he wasn't even looking. So the VAR can get lost if they're looking at that. However, it's going to be a corner for AC Milan, who are starting to just crank it up a little bit here.
That 1 hour has got the crowd into the game. You know, they were pretty quiet until that 1 hour from Burn. Since then, they've been under pressure. A little bit of panic stage in Newcastle, if I'm honest. Let's see if we can defend this corner.
In comes the corner. It's an outswinger. It's one, and it's gone to the back post. Leao manages to hook it back. I don't know whether he's going for goal, but he managed to keep it in. And so far, we survived the onslaught from Milan in the last few minutes. The ball is back with Manan now, and he will just take his time, let everybody get back into position for Milan. Isak pressing. Hasn't been involved in the game much. I mean, that goalkeeper took a chance there. Hernandez ball forward. Trippier gets a header on it. Tonali jumps, but jumped very late for that. Botman wins it again against Giroud, who he looks like he's trying to win free kicks, Giroud, left, right, and centre. I mean, he's floating through the air there as if he'd been pushed. It was just a good challenge there from Sven Botman, Billy.
Yes, absolutely. Giroud's got all those tricks, hasn't he? He's a master of dark arts at times, Mr. Giroud.
Yeah. Anyway, he's up there to win the header this time, but Trippier's switched onto that and now bursting forward for Newcastle. Turns back. Trippier's got share in support and uses him. In fact, he's gone all the way back to Nick Pope. Pope then just taps it out to share. Go on, Billy.
Take this thing out of the play for a couple of minutes. Keep hold of the ball for a while. Quiet in the crowd again. That should be the aim now.
Absolutely. But Nick Pope went from one extreme to the other there. 2 very good saves, and then comes for a ball, which he just did not have to punch, Billy.
Why he's palming it away with 2 hands? You know, it's got to be easy to catch, surely. He puts under unnecessary pressure there.
Bruno's long ball forward looking for the runner. Jacob Murphy took that down very well. Hernandez defended well, but his pass back to Milan was terrible. But there's nobody there for Newcastle to capitalise on that. Burns headed now to Anthony Gordon, brings it down. Back to Burn. Burn flips it to Tonali. Tonali turns. Tonali on the left-hand side. Good bit of skill. Gets to the byline, puts the ball. Why is it? I mean, there's appeals there for a handball from Jacob Murphy, but why didn't he go for the ball there, Billy? It's like he's standing still.
Yeah, I'm amazed. I'm amazed he didn't try and get in front of the defender there. Just literally stood there, watched, didn't he?
He did. He didn't even move. I mean, there was a few Newcastle players raised their hands for a handball there, but I have to say they didn't take a chance on that ball there from Tonali. Very strange. Anyway, Trippier up to Isak. Isak is challenged. Newcastle win a free kick. Milan not happy with that decision.
Well, he slid through him. It's a blatant free kick. And what I play for me is to shield the ball while he's holding his shoulder there. Look,
Christ, they're pulling his shirt again. Isak was quite strong there. That's what we want to see for him. And hopefully there's a chance to pump it forward towards the penalty area here. Fabian Schär is going to take the free kick. In fact, he's not. He's gone back, and Trippier will take it all the way back to Fabian Schär. Into Longstaff. Longstaff goes back to Sven Botman. Botman has time now to bring the ball out for Newcastle United. 17 minutes gone, still goalless. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel, and don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Very important to the channel that we keep the likes coming, as well as the subscribers. Come and join this wonderful community that we have on the Toon Review. Gordon leaves it and has won a throw-in. No, Milan's throw-in. Kind of dummied that for Tonali there, but unfortunately it was too close to the byline. But Tonali and Gordon have looked okay on that left-hand side, Billy.
They have indeed, yeah. I think the balance of the side is much better with Tonali out on the left, I've got to say. Much better.
Milan have the ball now and are coming down the right-hand side again with Chukwueze. He's running at Dan Byrne. Byrne stays with him. Cross comes in. It's a beautiful cross. We're well headed away by Trippier, but it comes out again. Shot comes in, and Pope has to push it over the bar. And it's another corner to Milan. I mean, that was comfortable for Nick Pope. There wasn't any chance of him getting beaten from there, Billy.
I'm a bit.
But again,
no closing
why
down.
has it gone where it did?
There's no closing down, though. The fella had the shot. There was no one closing him down to try and get a block on things, which happened against Brighton, didn't it? Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. And that didn't exactly go very well. But the ball is not in the net, which we thank God for. And we go again. We have a corner to defend here, which is going to be taken by Krunic. And Krunic now will whip this in. It's an in-swinger into the 6-yard box. And he's unmarked. And somehow Nick Pope has pushed it over the bar. I'm not sure how much Nick Pope knew about it. Where was the marking, Billy?
He's come from deep, hasn't he, Hernandez? No one picked him up coming in. That's
a very quick reflex save by Nick Pope, to be fair to him. He didn't know much about that at all.
It's a fantastic save to get his arms out in that space of time. Terrific save, that. Dan Byrne was the player playing closest to Hernandez.
Indeed. It's going to be another in-swing of this. Krunic again, right on that 6-yard box, this time headed behind. It's come off, I believe, I thought it was Giroud at first, but it's Loftus-Cheek, and it's out for a goal kick. Just seeing those saves again from Nick Pope down to his right earlier on. Very, very good save. And, of course, the header at the back post, Chukwueze coming in on this one. Heads it down, as you're supposed to, as you're taught. But Nick Pope stayed big there, Billy, and saved with his midriff, really.
Yeah, we're under a bit of pressure, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. But again, we kind of expected this. We said it in the build-up of the game, Billy, and I think we just need to weather it and then just get ourselves into the game again. But the big thing is not to concede.
I wasn't expecting to come from set pieces, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, Loftus-Cheek is driving forward here. Again, not closed down and shoots just over. And again, Billy, we're just letting them run with the ball. And that's... Again, really, it's 3 times they've come through our midfield like that, which is a little bit concerning.
Yeah, that was the Toon Army side, wasn't it? Bottom had to go out to close him down, and luckily the shot was over the bar. But Toon Army's got to get back as well as forward, something he didn't seem to be keen on doing.
Yep. We are under pressure, guys, it's fair to say. But 20 minutes in, it's still 0-0 in Milan. 1,500 watching. Thank you so much, guys. Please do hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And don't forget to give us the thumbs up if you enjoy the commentary. Long kick from Nick Pope. Isak is underneath this. Doesn't win it. Hernandez just heads it on. No challenge again. This time Giroud. Again, he's getting frustrated because the referee's giving him nothing against Botman. Botman's just using his strength there. There's no way in hell. Well, but again, Giroud just plays for them, Billy. He doesn't try and get the ball. And I think
he's back in,
the referee's kind of... That's nice between Gordon and Isak. Has Isak got the pace? No, he hasn't.
Not against Tomori. He's rapid.
Yeah, Tomori's like a Formula 1 car when it comes to footballers. How he doesn't get an England start, I'll never know in a million years. But anyway, the ball is back in play with Tonali now, down the left-hand side. Tonali, good battling for the ball. He's won the ball. Tonali tries to turn, but unfortunately he's too close to the byline and it rolls out for a throw-in to Milan. But I've been impressed with Tonali so far, Billy. Certainly not lacking in the physical department.
Going forward, certainly. Maybe a little bit suspect going backwards, but certainly going forward, he's been really prevalent in the game and done some good stuff. And so has Bruno, to be fair. He's quietly pulled the strings. A couple of lovely passes. One out to Murphy on the right flank there about 10 minutes ago. It was really good.
Yeah. Anyway, the ball is with Fabian Schär. And he curls it out to Kieran Trippier on the halfway line now. Trippier brings it down. Looks for runners, gets one from Murphy, but Murphy again, miles offside. And I think that's what Trippier's saying to him. Make a curl and run. That really frustrated Trippier there.
Yeah.
Murphy just stood there. Look, see, he's just wandered into an offside position, and that's poor from Jacob Murphy. He should be doing better there. We criticised the Milan player earlier on, Billy, for Chukwueze for being offside, and Murphy's gone and done exactly the bloody same thing.
He has, yeah.
We have 2 footballs on the pitch at the minute. One's just been thrown from the stands that went out there. And there is Giroud, who must have a very good moisturising company, Billy. That's all I can say.
Good pressure.
not really strong enough in the challenge there. If that was Bruno this time. These 50-50 balls, Billy, I don't know about you, but it's not just tonight, but it's like other games. They just seem to be standing off the 50-50s. They don't get stuck in there. Botman now out to Byrne on the left. Oh, that's a poor pass from Gordon. I don't know who he was looking for there. But we've lost the ball again. Loftus-Cheek. And that's a free kick to Milan, foul by Tonali. That's a soft. It is, but it's soft, Billy. You know, what has happened to these footballers, man? They get touched by a fingernail and they just sort of look like they've been shot. It's ridiculous.
If you hadn't put the challenge in there, I think we win the ball back there. I think Gordon gets it straight back.
Anyway, here's Liao, who, you know, is looking very, very active when he gets the ball, to be fair. He's got it now. Krunic now for Milan. Goes out to the right-hand side. He's got Tomori in support here. Good pressing by the Newcastle players. And it's all the way back to Milan in goal. And he launches one up the pitch. There's nobody there for Milan, and it's going to go all the way to Nick Pope. This is what we need. Just take the sting out of Milan a little bit here. Hopefully weathered the storm, but we've got to stop losing the ball in silly positions. That's what's been going on so far. We're giving them too much space, Billy. We
are, yeah. We're not closing down at certain areas, but certainly in the last third of the field, it's caused a couple of long-range shots, hasn't it? Yeah.
8 attempts on target for AC Milan with total attempts with 6 on target. We have not had a shot yet, unfortunately, but it is still goalless. I'm sure we'll eventually get a chance in the game.
That's a lovely pass.
It is. Trippier now brings it out up towards the halfway line for Newcastle. Isak in support. Isak turns on the halfway line, starts running with the ball. That's what we want to see for Isak. Gives it to Murphy. Murphy now can't get the cross in. It's blocked and will go out for a goal kick.
It's got to be a corner, surely, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it rebounded back off Murphy, Billy, to be honest. Tomori slid in. It hit Tomori, then came back and hit Murphy and rolled out.
But we're seeing we rave about Tomori on his channel. Some of that tackle there, for instance. And some of these defensive work been really good.
Oh, there you go again. Ibrahimovic again. Oh, honestly. He's getting more camera views than he was when he was playing, for God's sake. Long ball forward. Trippier, another good header. Murphy flicks it on to Isak. Isak now brings it down. Longstaff, lovely ball into Gordon, but good defending again. That was good strength from the Milan captain, Billy, because it was a good ball from Isak.
I wish it Gordon had been a little more alive then, because he was in if he was.
Longstaff making a run behind, but that's just slightly over here. It was a brilliant pass. But that's better. That is better from Newcastle. Much better. Sorry, I've done Longstaff a disservice there. It was him that played the ball through to Anthony Gordon. So, but good strength from the Milan captain. And, of course, he held off Anthony Gordon there, and the ball eventually is with the goalkeeper now, who launches one towards halfway. Kieran Trippier will just let that roll out for a throw-in. No, he won't. He'll play it. He's got Bruno in support. He's also got Fabian Schär behind him. Schär now confidently brings it out to Murphy. Murphy loses the ball. That's not where we need that thing to happen. Dan Burn does well, makes a good tackle. Longstaff gets stuck in as well. Good defending by Sean Longstaff. Comes away with the ball. Trippier now to Longstaff again. Longstaff is bundled to the floor. The referee says, play on. What the hell? And Loftus-Cheek has the ball. Billy, I'm not sure what the hell happened there, but Longstaff fouled and he just told him to get up.
Yeah, I think it's the first time he actually said to the player, you don't go down like that for that kind of challenge. But the first time we did it. It's odd, isn't it? I'll play Gordon.
Eddie Howe is extremely animated on the touchline at the moment. Just seeing pictures of him there screaming at his players. But we had a good opportunity to break forward there, Billy, and Bruno turned back. But that's a nice ball by Tonali to Murphy. Murphy inside to Sean Longstaff now. Longstaff, he's got Anthony Gordon making a run. I think he's overhit that, and that'll go out for a goal kick. He's going to have a battle on his hands, though, Anthony Gordon, because they've had some rough stuff already, haven't they? I mean, that's a dive. That's a dive. What is he doing there?
I mean, Sean Longstaff isn't in the side to do those kind of passes. Let's just do the simple stuff, Sean. Let the players that have got the quality to them pass it to them.
But I think we need to get the ball to Anthony Gordon as much as we can, Billy, because he needs to get at this guy.
100%. I'm a bit disappointed in Jacob Murphy's performance so far as well. He's not shown a lot of maturity or intelligence, to be honest, and he's nearly 30, so he should be. Oh,
Trippier yanked down to the floor by Giroud there, and the referee is going to have a word. Trippier, to be fair, just shakes hands with Giroud and gets on with it. Giroud kind of lost the ball. His studs were up there on the back of Trippier's leg. That could have been a bit nasty had he had made further contact.
Indeed.
But Trippier knows, let's just get on with the game. Oh, no. Trippier's down. Giroud comes across and apologises again. Trippier shakes his hand. And Eddie Howe having a word with Bruno there while the play has stopped. What do you think they'll have been saying to Bruno there, Billy?
Get yourself in the game more. You know, when they drop deep, demand the ball off the centre halves. Because he's dropping deep and he's getting space. The centre halves choosing to pass the ball themselves, aren't they? He doesn't want Sean Longstaff making those passes. He wants Bruno to be doing it.
Very true. Botman brings it out now for Newcastle, looking for the ball to Isak. He gets it. Isak nearly got round. Gordon now is brought down. Shuley, referee. Yes, that is a foul. They're having a right old tussle, those two, aren't they?
We just need to give Gordon some space to run into so he can get past this right back. He's got him for pace every time.
Is it Calabria?
Calabria, yeah. He's the key to us winning this game, is Anthony Gordon.
Yeah. It is Calabria, isn't it?
Calabria,
yeah. I thought it was. Anyway, Trippier's going to take this free kick. It's on the far side of the pitch here, but this is definitely coming into the penalty area. This is where we've got to make our height advantage count, although we do have players there, Billy. Isak's taller, Botman's and Byrne are certainly taller than what AC Milan have got.
They were looking for flick-ons here, I think. Nod downs, that kind of thing. I don't think they're going straight for goal.
They go short. They've gone to Tonali. Tonali floated into the box, headed away, and that's going to be a throw into Newcastle. I'm not sure of that one, Billy. It didn't really work.
It's the one we saw against Aston Villa, isn't it? Which we scored from.
Yeah. Didn't work this time, unfortunately.
No, it was a poor cross from Tonali.
However, we do have a throw in, and it's sort of level with the penalty area for AC Milan. Not the best of throws from Byrne. Didn't really give us a chance. And again, Giroud having a right tussle with Botman, and Botman comes out on top yet again. Half an hour gone at the San Siro. It is AC Milan 0, Newcastle United 0 in the Champions League. God, I love saying that. We've got over 1,600 watching. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and like what you're seeing. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to support the channel. Here comes Fabian Schär. Sorry, Bruno, wandering through the midfield. Murphy's got an overlap from Trippier. Trippier's offside. Not anymore, he's not. He pulls it back nicely to Sean Longstaff. And he goes down. Referee says no penalty. Sean Longstaff is furious. And VAR will certainly have a look at this, but Longstaff went down. Now, he had an opportunity to get the ball, Billy, so if he's gone down, and Theo Hernandez now down the left-hand side for Milan, he's at the byline. Ball comes in, and it's wide from Giroud from 2 yards out. To be fair, the angle was against him, but I want to see this penalty again, Billy.
The angle was against him, but we need to go to the other end of the pitch, really, for this penalty shout, because I'm not sure why Sean Longstaff's going down. He could have had a shot on goal.
Well, Giroud should have done better there, but we're seeing all the Milan attack here instead of seeing the penalty incident. Now, we're seeing it now. Too soft for me, Billy. He's gone down very softly there, Sean Longstaff. That's poor.
Yeah, it's really poor. He's fell over.
I don't know. He's got that angle there. The referee's...
He's saying he pushed him, but VAR will have surely seen that little.
Yeah, he's gone down too easy, though, Billy, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
I mean, there wasn't that much of a shove. Oh, that's poor from Botman. That is poor. Straight to put Milan back on the attack. Long ball across looking for Leao, but Trippier's been superb this first half, Billy. His defending's been awesome. Ball with now Bruno. Bruno's got burning support. Lays it up to Tonali. Tonali close to the byline into Isak. Lovely flick by Isak. Sends Bruno in again. Loftus-Cheek pulling at his fucking shirt, referee.
Just give it. It should be a yellow card for that.
Unbelievable, man. Young boys have equalised against RB Leipzig, by the way. It's quite interesting when I get these goal scoring alerts, Billy. My stream goes off so I can keep up to date with the other score. As if I'm not bothered about the match I'm bloody watching.
They'll be celebrating at the Wankdorf then, won't they?
They will. They will indeed. It it'll be exploding at the Wankdorf, Billy. Anyway.
The meadow at the field, yeah.
Yes, let's move on. Free kick to Newcastle. Now, will Trippier actually put this into the box this time?
Well, tonight yes,
he will.
Sitting race again,
It's
but yeah,
awful,
gone in.
though. Why
Yes,
doesn't the
whatever
keeper
it
call
was.
it that?
Don't know, but he's got him on the front foot pretty quickly, hasn't he? So
He certainly has. Here's Liao. Little flick, nice flick inside, and Theo Hernandez is over. Liao's made a great run, and he's against Longstaff for pace. Longstaff goes down. Liao beats one, beats two, beats three, and he tried to be clever and backheel the ball into the net. It's still loose. It's off the line from Murphy. Incredible stuff here at the San Siro. Theo Hernandez now with the ball. It's blocked by Longstaff. What was Liao doing? It's still loose. It's still loose. And it's going to shit in the box. It's blocked in a corner to Milan. And Newcastle are going around the referee. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. But
he looked offside.
Liao tried to be a clever shit, Billy, and he fell over the ball.
Well, he tried to backheel it in, and he backheeled it into his own shin, the plank.
Yeah. Why did he not just thump it with his right foot?
He looked suspiciously offside for the first pass, though.
And then the shot from Loftus-Cheek wasn't hit with any power, but Jacob Murphy was there to kick it off the line. Incredible action at the San Siro. Corner for Milan comes in now to the 6-yard box. It's up in the air. Pope punches it away and goes for a throw in deep in Newcastle's half. Hell's teeth. Milan on the attack again. Ball comes in, cleared by Tonali. Isak can't get a hold of the ball, but we need to push Milan out here. Chukwueze now for Milan, goes all the way back to Milan in goal, and he will just settle it and let Milan reposition again. Honestly, that bloody scramble, Billy, that's incredible stuff.
The one thing Alton has got the Milan crowd back into it, hasn't it? So we need to take the sting out again, which we've already done a couple of times.
But to be honest, let's give the lads some credit here. I mean, it was a terrible scrappy scramble, but we would not let them score.
No, and they wouldn't let themselves score at one point.
Well, I mean, Liao just tried to be too cocky there. I think he should have just hit it with his right, and he would have scored. And Murphy goes down again. No foul, says the referee. Murphy, I mean, we've been given the free kick. Throw in. How is that a throw into us if that wasn't a foul? Theo Hernandez is holding on to the ball. Book him, referee! He still hasn't given the ball back.
Well, they're booked in the Premier League for that. 30 seconds holding on to the ball. It's their time they're wasting, let's be fair.
It is our throw in as well. It came off Tomori's knee.
Yeah, it's a good tackle.
Don't shout at him, you fanny. Just give him the yellow card. Unreal, man. How can you stand for nearly 35 seconds screaming at the referee and not giving the ball back and not receive a yellow card? Honestly. Anyway, we're underway again with Jacob Murphy. Murphy cuts through two, gives it to Tonali. Tonali does well to keep his balance. Gives it out to Tonali again, kicked off the ball. Referee says play on. He's a muppet, Billy. He's clearly a muppet. Kermit the Frog's best mate.
He's playing the advantage, though, hasn't he, this time?
Well, it's forced us back, though, Billy. We should have had a free kick there. Bruno, again, they're all over the back of him. Bruno does well to get it to Trippier, and eventually a free kick given.
I mean, Loftus-Cheek's made about 5 or 6 fouls this first half. Not a hint of a yellow card for him.
Exactly. Big ass bloke, thank you for your 45 Danish kroner super chat. He says, this commentary is so much better than TNT. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anthony Gordon now brings it down well on the outside of his right foot. But Milan managed to get the ball back, and it rolls back to the keeper, and he plays it quickly to Theo Hernandez, who gets on his bike immediately. He's got Jacob Murphy for company. Hernandez manages to keep his balance. I thought he would have gone down there, but credit to him, he didn't. Loftus-Cheek will go out wide now to Chukwueze as Milan look to get the first goal of this game. He's against Byrne. He's got the cross in. Liao at the back post unmarked. Giroud went for the big finish. He was taken out. And it's over the bar yet again.
Yeah, they're very, very, very profligate in front of goal, aren't they?
I mean, I don't know what Giroud's complaining about, Billy. He tries to do a bicycle kick. But I'm not sure. There's no foul there at all. He just runs into Botman.
Let's have a look again.
Botman's in front of him. He goes to hit the bicycle kick, Billy, and then says, well, I'm down now. I may as well appeal for a foul. Get up, you moisturised, loving twat.
Get up,
anyway, we're back underway again. Ryland Clark, yeah. Anyway, Trippier's in a lot of space now on the right-hand side for Newcastle. Looking for runners. Gets Isak involved in the game. Isak's got Toon Army at the back post, but uses Jacob Murphy now. Will Murphy put the ball across? No, he won't. You go back to Trippier. Trippier rolls it into Longstaff. Good run by Sean Longstaff. Pulls it back to Gordon. Good block. That could have spun anywhere, Billy. And that's a good ball out to Liao on the left-hand side. He's got Botman there. Botman gets a left hook on it. And Byrne. Go the keeper, man! Anyways, he's lucky in a way. Got the Trippier. Why didn't he head that back to Nick Pope? Give me a bloody heart attack, man. Anyway, Longstaff just over the halfway line. It's certainly entertaining, Billy.
It's very entertaining, yeah. It's a great game of football. We're holding our own in it too, let's be honest. Yeah,
I don't want to see more action at the other end. Dan Burns made a fabulous run here into the box, but his control was as much use as a chocolate fire guard sitting in the middle of the Sahara Desert. And there's another poor touch. Shave my back with a rusty razor. Unbelievable. Great play by Bruno, and then he's hauled down again. Free kick, Newcastle.
And Loftus-Cheek again.
How many times?
Well, that's got to be half a dozen at least. You know, on accumulation alone, he should be yellow carded.
Great play by Bruno again.
Oh, that's a nasty one.
I mean, that's a rugby tackle, Billy.
Well, he's rugby tackled him after he's trodden his Achilles.
Hey, honestly. Anyway, we're just seeing this break by Liao again. Look at this, Billy. He tries to be clever and backheel it in. Watch. There. And he basically falls over himself.
What a crampit.
It's absolutely terrible. He should be fined by AC Milan for that.
What a clampit.
Absolutely. Anyway, we've got a free kick here, which Trippier is going to take again. Try and get this in the box. Try and maybe hit a Newcastle United player. No, he goes short to Longstaff. Across to Fabian Schär. Can Schär get the ball into the box? We've got men waiting. It's a terrible ball. Burn at the back post, does well. Gets it to Murphy. In fact, is that Murphy or Isak? I think it's Isak, isn't it? But we win a throw in. Milan are furious again. Hey, I haven't had my spaghetti. Oh, yellow card to the captain.
What a mistake at the maker. You only get booked
Calabria given the yellow card. So let's see if the yellow card graphics are working on the scoreboard here. Oh, yes, they are. Puts a little yellow under Milan's name there, Billy. Look.
Oh, I like that.
The scoreboard. Yeah. Only one booking incredibly so far in this game, but we're with Botman now, and now Fabian Schär. Schär will in turn go across to Captain Kieran Trippier. Trippier looking for a runner. Sean Longstaff's making it again. Great run by Sean, and he's got the ball. He did well there. Lays it up to Isak. Isak, he's got Murphy here who can hit them on his left, and it's just over the bar. Good effort from Jacob Murphy, Billy.
Yeah, nice move. Really nice move too, wasn't it? Trippier to Longstaff to Murphy, trying to bend it.
He did bend back in, really, but he started it out too wide, didn't he?
Yeah, not enough schwaz on it was to get back inside the goal, but it was a good effort. It was our first shot of the half. Let's be honest, it's something we've got to celebrate.
Mm. And Calabria really, really angrily going at the referee there. Incredible.
The plan has to be to get the ball to Gordon as often as possible. Ooh.
Yeah, Nick Pope looked like he was coming out to grab the ball there, but sensibly went back into his box. Still goalless here. 4 minutes of normal time left in the first half. And certainly Newcastle have come back into it. We've weathered a lot of storms, but hey, it's still goalless. Isak goes down, free kick to Newcastle. Milan are furious again, but Isak gets on. Loftus-Cheek again, Billy.
7.
And the referee's pulled it back. He says the ball was rolling. I mean, this referee seems to take no shit, to be honest, Billy. He's quite looks like a firm stance bloke. You know, he's
apart from when
Burn, man.
Yeah, Burn's been diabolical this first half.
He's just kicked it straight out of play. Look, if you're going to give it to Anthony Gordon, pass it to his feet, man. Come on. Christ on a bike.
I just feel tactically, if we can get Hall on second half to go to more attacking threat down that right-hand side of the Milan defence, being on the yellow card, it could really place dividends.
Absolutely. Anyway, it's back with my nan in goal, and he gives it out. So Milan looking to start again. Newcastle will probably just want to hold out now till half-time, because going in at 0-0 is certainly no shame in that. We've done all right. We've had to defend for our lives, but they've done that, haven't they, Billy? They've thrown themselves around and There's just a couple of tweaks here and there that I think Eddie will want to go through with the lads at half time.
You can't fault the effort, that's for certain.
No. They are definitely working their asses off, to be fair. And here is Tamori. He's got to go back to the goalkeeper. Good pressing from Isak. Calabria now, who's on a yellow card, remember. So really, get the ball to Gordon and give this, oh, that's left. And that might... And the flag's up for offside. Christ almighty.
I think, yeah, offside. But I thought Giroud backed into Botman there and nudged him. But we're off straight away, look.
Yeah. Here's Bruno for Newcastle. Back to Kieran Trippier. Trippier's got support from Fabian Schär. Just rolls it back. And Newcastle again building from the back. Ian Hawkins says, Burn is scaring me. His touch is awful and positioning is questionable. He's done some good things as well, though. That's the thing. He's done a couple of decent things, but he did make that run into the box before. Oh, he's done it again. I'm taking that back, Billy. He's fucking shit. Honestly, a simple ball down the line to Anthony Gordon and he kicks it into row Z. What? And then he's give a free kick away.
Yeah, it's been
not the best moments for Dan Burn at the moment, I have to say.
It's as if someone swapped his football boots for Turkish slippers in a minute.
Well, Jesus. 1 minute left of the first half, and then we'll see how much injury time there is. I don't think the physio's been on at all, Billy, so I don't expect there to be much injury time, if any.
Maybe a minute.
Well, a minute for Hernandez hanging onto the ball.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's back with Milan across the back four at the moment. Isak pressing. I don't know what it is about Isak, Billy. He doesn't... I don't know.
Languid, isn't he?
Yeah, very languid. Here's Leao on the ball for Milan. Trippier digging at his heels, but Leao's kept the ball. Driving forward now for Milan. Here is Theo Hernandez just outside the penalty area. We need to stay strong here. Good tackle. Good tackle, Sean Longstaff.
Where's he?
Calabria now. I don't know. Anyway, it's with Chukwueze on the right-hand side. Going against Gordon and Tonali. And Gordon does well. And Byrne will stop the corner to throw into Milan right down near the touchline. The 45 are up. Just waiting to see how much time he's adding. None is the answer to that. It is half-time.
Well, I'll have to settle for that with the throw in that position.
Absolutely. Half-time at the San Siro 0. Newcastle United 0. I mean, Billy, it's crazy to think. We've weathered so many storms in that first half, but we've also, looked okay on the attack and had a few opportunities. And it's not all doom and gloom here because the lads are working their asses off.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I think we've taken control of the midfield, if I'm perfectly honest. They've hit us on kind of counter-attacks, haven't they? And it's always been through Leao. But yeah, I think we're defending okay. And Leao's a classical player. He's going to cause problems to any defence in the world. So we've put a few fires out. I think we've held our own pretty well in that first half.
Yeah, I'd agree. Guys, there's over 1,800 watching. Thank you so much for your support on the watch along. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new and you like what you see. And of course, do hit that thumbs up button. It's very important for the channel that we keep the likes coming in. And of course, you can donate to the channel if you do so wish tonight by hitting that $ at the bottom of the live comments. Keith Oliver says, something is really badly wrong with our formation and structure again. Tonali, Bruno aren't fitting for me. There is a gaping hole in front of Byrne, and they haven't even played well to expose us.
I'm not sure about that. I think one occasion Tonali failed to get back, but most of Byrne's kind of errors, struggles have come from his own errors. So I don't agree with that. I think our balance looks much better tonight. I think Tonali and Bruno are most of the time within the midfield and long stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Over 2,000 watching the stream now. Thank you so much, guys. James H says, thoughts on the lack of press this season? I'm baffled by it, James, if I'm openly honest. I am baffled by it. I thought, the way we pressed last season was a key to our game. We did really well, and we caused teams a lot of problems. I'm not sure where that's gone, Billy.
I think we're just picking and choosing our moments, really. But I have to, again, accentuate that we don't see the press as much with Isak up front as what we do with Wilson up front.
We have a new member of the channel, Martin Wilson. Welcome to Members Club, matey, and thank you so much for your support of the channel, and welcome to the Toon Review. Thank you so much. Brian Scott says, I'm happy, but sorry, Byrne, I love you. It's time. Hall, please. I mean,
I just think it'd be beneficial for our attack as well as our defence, because he's an attacking fullback, will cause more stress down that right-hand side of the Milan defence, where the captain's got to get a card. He can't put a tackle in for fear of getting sent off. It's got to be a good move for us to get Hall on, I would think.
Yeah, I agree. Rav says, sorry, guys, you've been outclassed so far.
0-0. Really? You're not even in it.
I'm looking at the score saying 0-0. If we've been outclassed, why is it 0-0? Interesting. We are playing away from home as well, Rav. You know what I mean? It's our first game in the Champions League for 20 years. We're away from home in one of the most iconic stadiums you can go to, and we're level 0-0 at half-time. I would not class that as being outclassed. Yes, they've had better chances than us, but they haven't put them away. End of story. So outclassed is a bit too much of a strong word, I'm afraid, Rav. George, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Happy for the first half. No pressing as such from us, but we are still in it. Look, people will harp on at me for going on about Dan Burn, but I'm sorry. Those two passes he made there at the end of the first half were exactly what I'm talking about with Dan Burn. There is a certain level that Dan Burn has got to, and he's been fabulous for us. But if we look to go to the next level and perform at the next level, then we need a better player than Dan Burn. He's kicked the ball out once, Billy, just a simple pass down the line, then another simple pass down the line, and he kicks it. I mean, he puts a high kick into it, and it goes into bloody Rose head.
I don't understand why we've made an investment next summer, obviously, but for now we've got the player in the squad that's going to be the future of our left back, and he can't get a look in. I'm afraid he should have been played minutes by now, and he should be playing tonight, if I'm perfectly honest. He's more of the quality we need in this kind of tournament.
And you just think, I mean, if he brings Hall on, he'd certainly be up for it. He's played at the highest level. It's not like we're bringing a kid on who's got no experience. I don't get the fascination with keep playing Dan Burn. And people can't keep coming back and saying, it's because the back four have been solid. Because that's out the window this season as well. We haven't been solid. So there's no rhyme or reason to keep saying, he keeps the back four together because they are solid. They're not solid this season. And the majority of it is because of our left back. And a lot of people are agreeing with me this time. And, maybe a lot of people are seeing the light.
Murphy's the one that's disappointed me, to be honest, because he's not really helped Trippier.
Yeah.
Hernandez has got forward as free as he wanted to. And all the threats we're getting are coming from wide positions. I think Cher and Botman's done pretty well in the centre. I think Trippier's doing well at right back, but he needs a little bit more help.
Yeah, absolutely. Shane says, a breath of fresh air having a good referee. He's no nonsense, and I like it. I agree. I think he's been very good, the referee.
He has been, apart from Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's got away with bloody murder.
Well, yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem to have counted up the amount of fouls that Loftus-Cheek has been doing, but hey-ho. Chelsea H says, happy enough here. I think we're playing well, goalless at half-time, so I think Eddie will be happy enough with that. Yeah, but there's been happy enough and there's wanting more, and I think Eddie will probably want more, certainly at the other end of the pitch. We don't want to be scrappy defending like we did in that first half. Sometimes it was just incredible the way that ball was pinging around in the penalty area, Billy.
Yeah, it's been at 6 and 7s at time, panic stations. But again, they've not put the chances away. They've got lethal centre forward in the side who can't get a sniff of the ball in the area. And Leal's tackled himself and he's cleaned through. But, we have rode our luck a little bit at times. But as you said, this is our first game of Champions League in 20 years. We're playing against a side that's won it 7 times. Yeah.
He's shown that mistake by Dan Burn again earlier on in the first half when Gordon passed it back to him and he just completely missed the ball, which caused an almighty rigmarole of chances for AC Milan. Nick says, Dan Burn and Longstaff are so far out of their depth at this level. I actually think Longstaff's done okay, Billy.
I agree. Yeah, I think he's made a couple of mistakes, but in the main, he's been okay.
Yeah, I certainly think he's working his ass off. He's intercepted a lot of AC Milan attacks, which is exactly what Longstaff is known for. Chris Quinn says, great commentary, lads. Watching along in my hotel room while on holiday in Tokyo. I hope you're having a fab time. Dan Brown says, sadly, we are offering no threat, really, but hopefully we'll show a bit of venom in the second half. Burn looks a bit wobbly. Would like to see Hall. Morgan says, I feel like Gordon's head has dropped after the first 10 minutes.
I think we need to get in the game more. I think, once again, it happens week in, week out with Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. The lack of a left-back behind him to feed him the ball early enough to get him in on that full-back is really hurting us.
But you've got to consider, though, Billy, as well, that on the other side, you've got Trippier, who constantly overlaps his right-sided forward. He's got nothing like that on the left-hand side. Yeah. He's got no overlap from Burns. So sometimes when Gordon cuts back, he expects the left-back to be making an overlap and run, and there's nothing there. So he's having to do it more himself than what Murphy is having to do because Murphy is getting well supported.
It's just it's slow as well, isn't it? Every time he gets the ball, it's slow to him. We need to get the ball. I know you say this about Maxi as well. Get the ball to him quick before they get a chance to get 4 men on him. If we get the ball to Gordon quickly, he's going to take that. Well, he's going to take that full back to an early bath because he's on a yellow card. He's got him for pace. Simple as that. And
the thing is, Billy, while it's 0-0, we can always nick this. Remember, I mean, look, Mourinho was famous, or still is famous, for going to away games in Europe and basically defending for their lives and coming away with points on away games and then going for it in home games. You know, it won't be the same at St James's Park. Milan won't get as much possession at St James's because we will go on the front foot. So that's the way it works when you go away from home. When you're a team like Newcastle United and you go to AC Milan, they are going to have more possession. But it's about taking chances. And at the moment, AC haven't taken the chances. We haven't really made any. But you never know. We just might get that one opportunity to score. And after Milan's result at the weekend, their heads will probably drop. So we've got to keep at it. James says, get Burn off, put Hall in, and switch Murphy with Almer on. Not
potentially.
Well, yeah. Great commentary, lads, says Alison. Thank you, Alison. Kenzie says, Burn is just getting worse and worse, and Isak goes missing way too much in games.
I tend to agree with Kenzie there. I think we need to get Isak in the game more. Whether I mean, in the pre-season game, we've seen him do one game where he switched Gordon and Isak for 10 minutes just to get Isak on the ball and get a bit of confidence up. Might be a good idea this time as well. Get him out wide for 5 minutes. Let him have a go with Calabria.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. But, Calabria is now on the yellow card. There was only one yellow card, as you can see on the scoreboard there. Milan have the yellow card. Loftus-Cheek should have been booked. I feel like 7 fouls, whether they're bad fouls or not, 7 is consistent fouling, which should be a yellow card, in my opinion. However, it wasn't. But look, we're in the game. We are right in the game. And, Eddie will be in there saying it's 0-0. You've done really well, lads. Keep working your asses off. We just need those little tweaks. And this is where Eddie's going to be tested, Billy, to see if he can make those tweaks, if he really wants to go out and win the game.
Yeah, it's a new level for him, isn't it? Will he be brave enough to make these tiny little tweaks, really, to make us more dangerous and potentially get us the 3 points? Because I think we can get them. I really do. I really do believe we can get them.
Yeah. John Stasher says, Trippier has been class, but he has to mark his man on the far post, not Shares. Yeah, there's a couple of times that far post, Liao's been left standing, Billy.
Yeah, well, Trippier's prone to that, isn't he? We've conceded goals on the back of Trippier not marking his man on the back post. Yeah. It's not a new thing. It's something that's been going on. We can go back quite a while, actually.
Absolutely. Cowgate Primary Aussie Steve says, morning from down under. How are the lads? Good morning to you. Joe Linton says, I don't think we've been good. No creativity, no press, nothing. Very lucky.
Look, we're trying to stick in the game, aren't we? People expecting us to go out there and trample over Milan and out football them. You've got to earn your right to play the game first. We're trying to get a foothold in the game. And I think we're doing that. At times they've looked dangerous, but we've kept them out. And the longer that this goes on, the more pressure they're going to be under.
Stephen says, Paul, please stop swearing as some of us have your commentary on so that the family can listen as it is early. I love listening, though. Stephen, sometimes it's just raw reaction, just like you are in a football match, mate. It's when you commentate and you're passionate, sometimes it is very difficult. So, I do apologize if there is some naughty words at times, but it is just pure passion as you support Newcastle United. That's all it is. And people that know this channel know exactly why. It's just football, I guess. Danny says the ball is not coming to Isak. Midfield is not working. Stephen says, do you think the lack of press could be due to more fixtures, so we have to change our style a bit?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Isak's played for a week, has he? So he should be on the money for fitness wise. Yeah. I think Callum Wilson will come on at the hour mark if this doesn't improve press wise with Isak. But he needs to get himself into the game more. He does drop deep sometimes. Do the simple things, get him behind the defence. The problem is Tamura. He's just an absolute monster, isn't he, at the back?
He is. He's quality, absolute quality. Martin says, brilliant channel, privileged to be a member. Thank you, Martin. Much appreciated, my friend. Peter says, great first half, watching it at 3 a.m. Burn has been okay at the back, but when he has the ball, hasn't been great, but was surprised with Murphy starting, but Pope and Bruno have been great.
I agree about Bruno. I think he's pulled the strings. He's kept things ticking
Bruno's
over.
definitely been about, yeah.
And Tonali has it too. I just worry about Tonali defensively, I've got to be honest.
Hook says, looking forward to seeing Wilson. Hopefully it's not too late in the game. Jay Devlin says, it's a clear decision to drop the press back. Good or bad, it's the way Howe has gone.
Agreed.
Dave says, any free kicks on the left side should be taken by Tonali. Trips caught out of position twice. Very good point.
Yes,
very
indeed.
good point.
Yeah, it's one of Sato's bugbears, isn't it, as well?
Well, I think it's a bugbear of all of us, Billy. They just don't understand why it keeps happening. You know, if Tonali's over there, then why isn't Tonali on a set piece? It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, no.
Mansell says, Burn needs to be dropped now. Get Hall in. He is a much better player, and I'm getting fed up with Eddie picking Burn all the time. There seems to be a lot of frustration in the chat about Dan Burn playing tonight. Well, performance. I mean, look, he hasn't been good this season, Billy. He was better on Saturday. But again, tonight, just woeful. Dynamics Detailing, thank you for your 199 super chat. Isak isn't the centre forward and Burn is a danger. Hall on now. Isak is a left-sided forward. Nobody can convince me otherwise. He's not an out-and-out striker, and he didn't play there for Sociedad, to be fair.
No. He's not an all-out centre forward by any shadow of the imagination. However, he has scored goals for us in that position. He scored goals at Anfield last year. It's a worth a shown target. Please don't be thinking about bringing Matt Target on. Christ.
Well, I'll be very annoyed if he brings Target on ahead of Lewis Hall. I would not see the point in that at all, Billy.
They're making a change. Look at things. They're making a change.
They are.
I wonder if it's the captain's coming off. Could be. They've got Florenzi on the bench.
Yeah, not often that you see the manager out at half time, is it? Pulisic looks like he's getting a talking to by the referee, by the manager as well. So we could be seeing a couple of changes here for Milan.
There's Florenzi coming on. I predicted he might be in for Calabria. Pulisic could be a good substitution for them to go against Burn. Of course, it would.
Yeah. So Florenzi's coming on. Calabria's going off. I think they're just worried about the yellow card, Billy. Without a shadow of a doubt, they are.
100%. Florenzi's far more quick than Calabria. However, Calabria is the leader of the team, so they're going to lose one thing and gain another, I guess.
Ian is sticking up for Dan Burn, saying Paul may be balanced. Burn hasn't been woeful. He has made mistakes, yes, but he's also done some good stuff. But you and Billy have your anti-Burn glasses on tonight.
We can only comment on what we see, Ian.
Yeah, Ian, look, I know you're a big fan of Dan Burn, mate, but I'm sorry. Maybe woeful is a little bit extreme, but he hasn't been great. He's done a couple of good things, but his contribution with the ball has been terrible. His passing's all over the place. He nearly cost us a goal when he just stood there for Anthony Gordon's pass. That was poor. Somebody giving Tonali a hug there in the changing room. Loftus-Cheek talking to Chukwueze and Loftus. Wow, there's a lot of friendliness going on in that tunnel, Billy.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see, really, is it? Let's be honest.
No.
It's a competitive game of football. You don't want to look hugs and kisses in the centres. You know, imagine Keane and Vieira doing that back in their day.
Well, it just wouldn't have happened, would it? It just would not have happened. Sensible Monica, thank you for your £5 super chat. We enter a worrying phase when the majority of fans can see what the problem is and the manager can't. Wow, just for some reason he's reluctant to put Hall in. I don't know what that reluctancy is for.
I actually believe he will bring Target on ahead of Hall. I'd actually believe that. Otherwise,
Well, I think,
what's the point of having him on the bench?
yeah, well, absolutely. Cameron says, I'd say defensively Burn has been good, but when he's on the ball, he's been woeful. I'd agree with that, Cameron. Yeah, he has done all right on the ball. Absolutely. But, sorry, defensively, on the ball, he's been terrible. I mean, the passing is just not there. But he's, you know, we have a better player in Lewis Hall, and you want your better players on the pitch for Champions League games. I'm sorry, but I don't see how anyone can disagree with that. We have to have our best players on the pitch.
Credit to the Milan manager. He's actually gambled at half time here. He could have remained with the status quo. He hasn't done. He's changed things. He wants more from his team. Eddie Howe seems reluctant to do that at half-time, doesn't he? They're not losing the game, they're 0-0.
He does, and we're about to kick the second half off. Milan going from left to right in this second half. No changes from Newcastle United. We are as is, and we are ready to get the game underway when the referee blows his whistle, and Giroud will get us going right now. We're underway, second half. I'll just make the scoreboard bigger again. So 0-0 here at the San Siro, and we're underway again, and immediately Milan go over the top. Nick Pope comes out of his goal and nods it into touch. Chukwueze wants to take a quick throw in as Nick Pope is making his way back to goal. Here's Giroud. Chukwueze offside. Wow, that's poor.
I don't think he was expecting the ball back.
No. Side reader, thank you very much for your €10 super chat. Loving the first run back in the Champions League. Whatever happens, most of the lads have played their hearts out so far. How are the lads? Can't fault anybody for effort, to be honest. None of these players you can fault for effort. It's just ability-wise. A couple of players aren't there. But effort-wise, everyone's putting a shift in. As Share goes up to Isak. Controls it to Longstaff. Out to Trippier on the right-hand side now. Trippier inside his own half. Rolls it into Isak, who is taken down there. Free kick to Newcastle. Isak coming very deep for the ball, Billy.
Well, I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see he wants the ball, which is a good thing, isn't it? We want to see Isak on the ball.
Yeah. As Newcastle now coming forward with Kieran Trippier into the Milan half. Rolls it back to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff to Bruno. A little 1-2 there with Longstaff. And on to Trippier. Trippier now. Opportunity to cross the ball. Refuses to do so. Gives it to Jacob Murphy. Cuts it back onto his left. Murphy then sends the ball in the box. It's not a great one, but it's headed away. Cleared by Loftus-Cheek there for Milan. Ball bouncing around. Good play by Fabian Schär, but he's been dragged very forward there. Here's Anthony Gordon into Tonali. Tonali now in a bit of space. Tonali looked to curl one, and it was blocked. Ashley Renarde, thank you very much for your 79p super chat. Much appreciated. Long ball again. Botman underneath it. Leao almost given the space of the San Siro there, but the ball bounced over his head. Great play by Bruno. Out wide to Trippier. Trippier will keep the ball in.
No, he won't. Yes, he will.
Brings it forward into Bruno again. Bruno now turns. He's got support from Fabian Schär and uses that support. Beetle Greg 07, thank you for your £5 super chat. And he says, 20 years, how here, but we're back in the big time. We're still fighting for this title. As we are, yes. Isak now to Tonali. Tonali rolls it back to Dan Burn. Burn in turn back to Botman. Botman takes a touch, launches one wide to Trippier. What a ball that was. And Trippier just nods it down to Fabian Schär. Newcastle happy to have a bit of possession at the start of this second half, just controlling the game a little bit, taking the sting out of the crowd, etc. Trippier now. Good ball down to Anthony Gordon. Oh, he just took a heavy touch.
Yeah. Good football out from Newcastle. That was encouraging. Kept possession for quite a while there, which was good to see.
Yeah. I think Gordon will be very angry with his touch there, Billy.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a great ball through to him. Nice move as well. And Bruno once again pulling the strings at the back there in that number 6 role, performing it really well tonight.
Yeah, definitely. So Manan takes the goal kick. And again, Fabian Schär, heavy clash there, and both players are down.
Oh, it's a shame because we had a really good chance there.
We did. And again, Fabian Schär has a head injury. I'm not sure how Fabian got injured. I think he nutted his own arm.
Unless he's hit it on the floor when he's landed. We'll see here.
I mean, he's cleanly won the ball.
Has he landed? Oh, no, he's not
really, no. Who's he booking? He's booking Fabian Schär?
You're joking, referee.
What the hell?
That's pathetic. That's pathetic.
Wow. And we've just been praising the bloody referee, and now, honestly, on goes a yellow card onto the scoreboard for Newcastle. Truls, thank you very much for your 100 krona. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you for your continued support. Now Loftus-Cheek on the right-hand side. He's got Tonali fighting him for the ball, and the ball is out for a throw-in to Milan right by the corner flag.
Much better from Tonali there, tracking back.
Yep, definitely. Ball comes into the box, and again, there's a man free at the far post there. We've got to pick that man up, Billy.
Yep, absolutely, 100%.
Ball bouncing around again. Longstaff, I thought he was going to punt it, but he doesn't. He brings it out. And he's brought down, and Longstaff's done really well there. Well played.
Does he give it? Yeah,
yeah, he's given it. Ashley Ranade, thank you very much for another 199. Isak is dropping deep due to lack of service. I mean, look at that shirt pulling there. How is that not a yellow card? I mean, Christ almighty.
Yeah, same player was just on the receiving end of nothing and got share booked, and now he's just got away with a shirt pull there.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great run from Fabian Scher, but unfortunately, he only got so far. Good work again to win the ball back, though, by Bruno. But again, a little bit of sloppiness from Newcastle. Dan Burn, he'll win a throw-in for Newcastle.
That's better, Burn.
Indeed. And we win a throw-in inside, well, halfway inside the Milan half. Predator, thanks for being a member for 4 months, buddy. Appreciate that. Lads, in all honesty, when do you think we will eventually see Hall get his chance? Surely Eddie can see Burn as a weak point. I don't think he does. That's the thing. Here's Anthony Gordon for Newcastle United. Good ball to Murphy. What a good ball that is. Jacob Murphy's going to have a hit. And Trippier's furious.
That is pathetic, Murphy.
That is woeful from Murphy. Look, we know Murphy can hit them, but when you've got an overlap like Kieran Trippier there, you've got to use him. You've got to use him in that situation.
That's really poor choice of option there from Murphy. Really poor.
I'll tell you what, though, Billy, I'm quite happy with the start of the second half.
Yes, we've started
5
pretty
minutes
brightly.
in, 6 minutes in, we've looked all right, haven't we?
We've started pretty brightly. We've not given the ball away as much as we did first half, and they're on the back foot a little bit. And the press is on here as well.
Yep, Isak pressing there, ball forward. Good play from Dan Burn.
It ain't, was it?
Well, it was to a point, and he's given a free kick away. Come on. He did well. He was in control of the ball. Just lay the pass off. Why hang on to it in that position? Anyway, Kramich now for Milan, and it goes all the way back to Manan in goal. But so far, a very decent start to the second half. Rachel Pedley, thank you for your 199 super chat. For the love of the tune. Indeed. Oh, this is good play from Milan now, bursting forward. They've got men options on the left-hand side again. The long shot comes in, and again, just like we saw with Murphy there, Billy, completely wasted.
Yeah, Tonali again. He's got to wake up there. He's not looking behind him. He's not watching for runners, and he's right behind him there, isn't it? He's just totally bypassed him.
Poor shot when he had two men overlapping on the left-hand side there. The right back goes for a shot with his left and completely scuffs it. And certainly not testing his holiness. Come on, Murph, get after that. Is it me, or did Murphy not really sprint there, Billy?
No, I think you're right. I tend to think maybe he thought it was a fruitless shot.
He's certainly got more pace than that, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Daniel says he's cracking up every time Paul says my nan in goal. I know, it's a crazy thing to say, but, well, you know. Billy told me how to pronounce the name, and I'm going with that. Milan have the ball on the halfway line here with Theo Hernandez. Little 1-2 with Kramich there, and again, back to the midfielder.
It's Bruno accentuating the press here, and he shouldn't really be in because he's supposed to be in the 6.
Yeah. But good pressing nonetheless, though, Billy, because it's forced him
back.
Yeah,
it did, yeah. Absolutely long stuff's obviously gone to cover. He has, yeah, look.
Bit of head tennis going on. Gordon wins the throw-in for Newcastle United. I'm not sure what Anthony Gordon was actually trying to do there, Billy, but he won the throw-in. Dan Burn will take it just over the halfway line into the Milan half of the field. Throws it to Anthony Gordon, who cuts inside. He's got men to his right. It's floated to Kieran Trippier. Trippier won the ball brilliantly there. Was very, very brave to put his head. Murphy, and good goalkeeping. Isak was running in on it. That was a brilliant ball in from Jacob Murphy, Billy. And had the goalkeeper not got there, Isak was in.
Yes, he was. It was a good cross. Just slightly didn't have enough bend on it, did it? But it was a brilliant cross playing with pace. Moynihan did well to get a fist to it.
Yep. Just seeing a replay of it now. Gets his fists on it. Look where Isak is. I tell you what. I mean, the Milan defender was in front of Isak, but you've seen them bounce off the defender into the net before, Billy.
We have. If Isak had gone near post, he might have had more luck there.
Ashley's wanting to know how do you become a member. There's a join button just underneath the player. just underneath what you're watching. But if it's not there and you're on iOS, you'll need to hop across to Instagram, find the Toon Review on there, and go into the bio of the Toon Review, hit the link, and that'll take you to a desktop version of YouTube on iOS, which will let you join. Anyway, play goes on. Chukwueze goes down the line. And this is Loftus-Cheek, who's tripped up by Tonali, and that's a free kick to AC Milan. Little niggly fouls. We've got to try and cut them out. It's putting us under pressure. Chukwueze now coming down the right-hand side. He's got Tonali to deal with. Tonali's brought him down again.
That's a silly
and that's
foul.
That's going to be a free kick.
Really
that is a very silly foul.
Petulant little foul, that one.
It was very, very dangerous place to give away a free kick as well. I mean, he's got no chance of winning the ball there. Just force him down the line. You know, there's no need to bring him down. Just force him down the line, Billy, towards the byline. And
where's the fullback? That's his part of the pitch that he should be defending.
I don't know where the fullback is, but it's going to be Theo Hernandez over this as well.
Yeah, it's going to be dangerous in Swingo if he takes it.
As I think it's... Well, Theo Hernandez has walked away. He's going to leave it to Kravic. So Kravic is going to knock this in with his right foot. Newcastle need to defend. Ball comes into the box. Good header. Good header, Dan Burn.
Yes, it was.
And Milan coming now back down with Theo Hernandez down the left-hand side. He's got Bruno for company. Bruno brings him down. Referee says free kick. I think Theo Hernandez has took a little bit of a dive there, Billy.
Yeah, I think he's bought that one.
So we've got an identical free kick across the other side of the pitch this time. There's no foul there, Billy.
Absolutely not.
He didn't trip him over there at all. He's thrown himself to the floor.
Drew's the man you've got to watch in these situations. He's really clever. You've seen him in the World Cup against England getting from these free kicks score.
Absolutely.
So they've got to be switched on, with especially where Drew's concerned.
100%. Kramic is going to take it again. Seems to be the main man for the set pieces, but there is two of them over the ball here. This is dangerous for Newcastle.
This will definitely be an in-swinger, won't it?
I would think so, yeah. It certainly is. And it comes, and again, it's Dan Burn with the header. Yeah. Two very, very good headers from Dan Burn. Well played. Well played.
Could have brought that down.
Who?
Isak.
Yeah, Isak could have there, yeah.
Come on, pressure in.
Well, you know, credit where credit's due, Billy. Those are two important headers from Dan Burn, to be
Absolutely,
fair.
yes.
Dangerous crosses into the box, and he's got his head to them, so well played.
That's why he's shown his worth in the side for. He's there for set pieces, isn't he, I guess?
Yeah. Anyway, Sven Botman has the ball, rolls it to his right-hand side to Fabian Schär. Schär into Longstaff. Longstaff, a lovely touch to Kieran Trippier. Trippier then on to Jacob Murphy. Murphy turns and is brought down. Free kick to Newcastle United. Good turn that by Murphy.
Yeah.
And it's got us a free kick in a decent position.
Cool. First time Tomoe's been found wanting there.
A lot of niggly fouls in this opening sort of 12 minutes, 13 minutes of the second half.
I think that suits us, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I guess.
Stop and start game suits us.
Anyway, we've took the free kick. It's back with Botman. He goes to his right again to Fabian Schär. Schär looking for options, puts his arms out, gets an option from Isak. Isak, that's poor. He's really controlled the ball and kicked it straight out of play. He just can't get into the game again, Isak, Billy.
No. Maybe give him 5 minutes on this left-hand side, see if he can get himself into the game. If not, I'll get him off and get Wilson on. Yeah. Dr. House, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, hi, Paul and Billy. So proud to see us in the Champions League. Come on, lads. Absolutely, mate. Very, very proud moment seeing us in Champions League action. And to be honest, we're doing well. It's 0-0. And the lads are, they're giving it everything they've got. Long ball out to the right-hand side. Chukwueze now against Dan Burn. Chukwueze running at Burn. Cuts inside. Good defending by Newcastle, forcing them wide. But there's a fella over here, but Burn is there again. Heads it away for Newcastle. Gordon then helps it on. Bit of pressure building here again from AC Milan. Chukwueze goes inside Anthony Gordon. Now he's got Tonali to deal with. Longstaff comes out. He plays it off to the left to Theo Hernandez. Hernandez back inside to Kramic. We had a good run there on the right-hand side, but he didn't see him. It's into Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek's touch is abysmal. And now Anthony Gordon has a chance to run. This is the most space Anthony Gordon's seen all night. Plays it down the line for Isak. He's not going to beat Tomori in a foot race. No way in hell.
It was a poor pass, to be honest, from Gordon.
Yeah.
And he's given away a foul. Isak's furious.
Well, Gordon needs to use his legs there, doesn't he? He needs to get down that line, motor down it.
Yeah.
No one can catch him. I don't know why he played the ball so early.
Yeah. It was a shame that, because that's the most space Gordon's had all night, to be fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Great tackle, Fabian Schär. And it's got Jacob Murphy now. Little back heel to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff brings it forward, looking for support. Trippier is to his right. Murphy in front of him. Murphy gives it to Trippier. Good football from Newcastle coming out of defence like that. Bruno now for Newcastle. Skips inside. Bruno. Oh, God, just... Oh, Tonali's offside. Wow.
What a lovely little pass that was.
Oh, brilliant heads-up play. Brilliant heads-up. He can't have been far offside there, Billy.
No. Good defending from Milan, to be fair.
But we have an hour gone. Reindeer is coming on for AC Milan, and so is Christian Pulisic. So, again, more pace for Dan Burn to put up with. Chukwueze, the man that's gone off for Pulisic. I'm not sure who the other guy is who's gone off. I haven't seen the graphic.
I don't know whether Burn will be more comfortable against Pulisic, knowing that Pabiga's gone off.
Pabiga,
knowing that he knows Pulisic, obviously, from the Premier League, doesn't he?
Yeah. So Reinders is on for Pabiga. No changes yet from Eddie Howe,
Pabiga.
which... Sorry?
Pabiga is the one he's gone off for. Lovely little flick. Oof.
I said Pabiga. I mean, Pabiga. Potatoes, Billy. Anyway, no subs from Newcastle. Well, speaking of, we're just seeing Miggy and Wilson coming. So there is going to be 2 changes now. I'm very interested to see who he takes off here.
I think it'll be Murphy and Isak.
Possibly, yeah. Although remember, Gordon played a full game on Saturday as well. So
yeah, potentially.
Anyway, cross comes into the box. Leave it. That's away for a goal kick. Well done, lads.
I think he'll keep Gordon on, because if he was going to take Gordon off, he'd been Barnes on, surely.
Well, he could put Gordon on the right, couldn't he?
He could.
I think you're right. I do think you're right. I'm just trying to look at different options. So anyway, Callum Wilson is coming on for Jacob Murphy, and Anthony Gordon is coming off.
So you're
he's
right.
taking both his wingers. So Isak's going left, Billy.
Yes. And as we said, we want to see him in the game. This could be the way of getting him in the game.
That's great. That is fabulous to see that, by the way. Did you see Murphy coming off there? He was like sort of really G'ing up Wilson.
Well, he's a proper team man, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Wilson coming on and G'ing up the lads. Anthony Gordon looks absolutely spent, to be honest, and I'm not surprised. He's had a very busy 4 days. But he's done all right tonight, Anthony Gordon. But you can tell he's tiring. But now, what can the front 3 do? We now have Isak, we now have Wilson and Miggy. As Nick Pope plays a long ball out to... he's terrible passing like that. I mean, where was that to?
Yeah, we put
He's got
ourselves
Kieran Trippier in yards of space, Billy. Yeah, he can't find him. Crazy. Anyway, Milan have the ball in their own half at the moment with Tomori, and he just brings the ball up. Krimic. Oh, that's a good ball. And a bit of space here to run into. Longstaff tries to give him a bit of a shove. Wonderful skill. Big chance. Good save. I think he fluffed the shot, to be honest, but he got through far too easy again there, Billy.
Yeah, Bruno got himself caught pitch there that time. He pressed, and he shouldn't be, as I said before, he shouldn't be the one doing the pressing. Not the number 6 role, but he got himself isolated, and they took advantage of it.
Kieran Trippier's just ran the ball out of play as well. Not the best from the skipper there, and it's put Milan back on the ball again. I just don't like it when they run like that and go through us, like just through us. It's just terrible.
Great
Bruno
tackle.
now for Newcastle. Good ball to Miggy Almiron. Turn, run it with it, Miggy. Gives it back to Murphy, to Bruno, to Longstaff, to Bruno. Back to Miggy. Turn with it, Miggy, man. He is Longstaff. That's lovely football, actually, from Newcastle, but Bruno's touch was very, very heavy, and he's lost the ball. And Milan now come back down on their left-hand side. Leao now. Trippier in front of him. Trippier blocks the pass really well. Longstaff to Schär. Schär, bit lazy with that. I didn't like that, but Trippier managed to keep it in. It was one of those lazy passes again from Fabian Schär when he just sort of leaned back and overhit it. But
That's a poor pass.
We've got Miggy on the ball again now. Share. Newcastle content just to knock it about at the moment and keep ball, which I think is very important as well. Share into Longstaff. Very intricate stuff in a tight space. Now the ball down the line for Callum Wilson. There is no way Wilson's going to beat Tamori in a foot race, but we have won a throw in very deep in the half, Billy.
He didn't give up on it, did he?
Tamori, was it? It was the other centre back.
Yeah, I think it was more of a fair race, and
yeah,
good on Wilson for continuing the chase because he's got a throw for us.
Indeed. Pete Bailey says, I'm a Villa fan, but I'm backing the Toon to win the Champions League. Go on the boys. Up the Villa. Thank you very much, Pete. 65 minutes gone at the San Siro. We are still goalless. But Newcastle has certainly been a bit more positive second half, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100% we have.
Oh, that throw in nearly worked a treat there. Good clearance. Trippier will take another throw in for Newcastle. Come on, somebody move. Let's make some space here. We do get some space from Almiron, who plays it all the way back to Sven Botman. In turn, goes to Share. And Giroud just looked there thinking, you think I'm chasing after that? You got another thing coming. Ball inside. Wilson now. Good hold-up play by Callum Wilson. Then back to Trippier. Trippier's got support again, this time from Longstaff. Longstaff tried to just get Wilson through, but it comes loose to Bruno. I think he's been excellent tonight, Bruno, Billy. He's certainly looking like his old self again.
Been everywhere. He's been available all the time.
Absolutely has. Anyway, here's Almiron down the right-hand side for Newcastle United, going against Tamori. Tamori will try and let this roll out for a goal kick, and indeed it does. Good pressing, though, by Miggy. Tamori's like a man mount. You just cannot get by him. He's just so good.
He's an absolute quality centre-half.
Yep. Communista is saying third dreadful performance in a row. Well, I don't know how you can class this as a dreadful performance. That's a terrible comment. There is no way this is a dreadful performance. Yeah, we're a little bit on the back foot in the first half, but you expect that. We're away in the Champions League against AC Milan. I mean, what do you expect? I think we've done brilliantly tonight, Billy, so far.
Yeah, I've been really, really
scary moments in the first half, but second half, so much better.
Oh, dear me, that's poor. Well done, Burn.
Yeah, he did. And since we've had a go at Dan Burn, he's been a lot better, Billy.
He's had an excellent second half, to be fair.
He has, yeah. Long ball played forward by Milan. Again, Burn underneath it, left it for Botman. Bruno wins the header. Played forward again, and that's a very late challenge on Longstaff, but referee doesn't blow for it. Botman again, commanding header against Giroud. He doesn't fancy it, does he, Giroud, against Botman?
No,
he really doesn't. Anyway, Milan are coming forward with Leao on the left-hand side. Rolls it back to Reinders, I believe that is. Back to Theo Hernandez now. Milan looking for a gap. That's all. That's a terrible ball by Hernandez. Rolls all the way to Nick Pope. Pope
seems to be running out of ideas, Milan.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that, Billy. There's nothing there at the moment, but long may that continue as Isak is brought down, given his usual little step in from the left-hand side. What's Pulisic pointing at? And the referee having a rather stern word with Isak there.
Well, he wanted the ball back, and they were keeping him from it. They were time wasting there.
Yeah. Bruno's going to take this free kick for Newcastle. And he goes back to Sven Botman now. Botman has Fabian Schär in loads of space on the other side. Uses him well. This is Fabian Schär. Rolls it in to, I believe, Kieran Trippier there. Playing sort of midfield there. Down the line looking for the run of Wilson again. And that's all the way back to the goalkeeper. 2 attempts on goal each in this second half, Billy.
Yeah, it's been much, much better, hasn't it? You know, the balance of the game's evened out second half.
Absolutely it has. Hopefully we'll get a couple of chances. Here's Loftus-Cheek now down the right. He's got Tonali running with him. Loftus-Cheek tries to get round Tonali at the byline. He doesn't get a ball in, but Nick Pope is there and holds onto the ball. That was more commanding from Nick Pope. That's what I want to see. Well done, His Holiness. Rolls it out now to Isak. Isak on the left-hand side for Newcastle. Two Milan players coming across. He cuts inside. He then plays a lovely ball across to Kieran Trippier, who is in acres of space.
Go on, Kieran.
Trippier now moving forward.
Great win from Miggy.
Yeah, gives it into Callum Wilson. Wilson's brought down.
That's
no fouls. How is that not a foul, you absolute bellend? My God. Terrible decision again. Hernandez bringing it forward. He's going to shoot from 40-odd yards. It hits Botman. And then Botman brings it. Milan look like the tyrant, Billy. I don't know about you.
Yeah, there's a player sitting in his Loftus Cheek, sitting in his haunch.
Loftus Cheeks down, yeah. I do believe Milan are tyrant, Billy.
How many subs have they made? They made 5 subs already.
They made 3. 3 subs. One came on at half time and they made 2 in the second half, but they're about to make a 4th. I can't believe that wasn't given as a foul. Honestly, unbelievable. But I tell you what, Billy, I'm buoyed by this second half performance, I have to say.
We've played our way into the game, haven't we? You know, it's a new experience for a lot of the players. And they've played their way into it. We've had a look at times in the first half. The second half, I think we've been slightly the better side, if I'm perfectly honest. We've got more structure to our game than they have. Dare I say it, Mr. Leao's gone out of the game, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, we just need to create some clear-cut opportunities, don't we? As we're just looking at Reinder's opportunity about 10 minutes ago. Tries to bend the ball past Nick Pope into the corner, but he fluffs it completely. He completely did Fabian Schär there, though. Should have done better, actually, with the finish. It wasn't like he was under any pressure to curl that in, Billy.
And maybe he was startled by his very shiny nose.
Yeah. Mark Denmark says it's important to keep things perspective. It's never easy going to the San Siro and getting a result, even if they aren't playing 100%. Well, listen, I think that they were at 100% in the first half. I think we've worn them down so far. I mean, you know, there's still 19 minutes of the game remaining, but I think we've worn them down. Elliot Anderson's going to be coming on, Billy.
This will be for Tonali, I imagine. You know, he's not got 90 minutes for a while. So.
Yeah, it is. You can see in the background there on the scoreboard, it's Tonali. And I think he's getting a good ovation from the AC fans, to be fair.
I think he looks better for us on the left-hand side. I am concerned about his defensive capabilities, I've got to say.
Yeah. But he got a very good ovation there from the AC Milan fans as well, Billy. Look, they're all on their feet clapping him. That's lovely to see.
Indeed, yeah, indeed.
And good on Milan. They've given Nick Pope the ball back, and we start again. So, Elliot Anderson on. I mean, interesting, isn't it? Bruno's definitely sitting back in that 6 now. So, will he tell Elliot to sit in, or will he tell him to get into the attack and help the front 3?
Well, if he thinks that the Milan team are tiring, and it seems visibly that they are, I mean, it's the ideal for Elliot Anderson in his legs.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Trippier on the right-hand side.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Thought Tonali's done all right tonight, Billy. He's given a few silly fouls away, but I think he needed minutes in his legs, didn't he, after his injury? So he was never going to play the full 90 tonight. But it's a good opportunity again for Elliot Anderson to shine. Let's hope he gets into the game straight away. We've got 17 minutes of the game remaining, plus any stoppage time the referee adds on, of course, for substitutions. Still goalless at the San Siro, but Milan are coming down the right-hand side here. This is dangerous. Ball whipped in, and it's inches over the bar, and Leao should have scored.
It's a fantastic cross, isn't it? He's got his head on it. It's just gone over the bar, but...
What a ball that is.
This is the thing about having Isak wide left, isn't it? You isolate Burn 2-on-1 there. It was a terrific cross, that is. It really is. And
if anything, it was just too low for Leao, wasn't it? Because it just dipped. RB Leipzig have gone 2-1 up at the Wankdorf.
Trippier's got to come further across there and get in it ahead of the ball.
Yeah.
But it was a terrific cross.
Yeah, definitely. Bit of a scary moment there for the Toon, but we have it back now with Fabian Schär. Playing out from the back, gives it to Trippier. Trippier looks for support, hits it long, looking for Callum Wilson. Wilson touches it down to Miggy, then gets Anderson on his bike. But again, very, very pacey Tomori. He's just looked unbeatable tonight, hasn't he? To be fair to the lad. But we got away with one there. It's important because, you know, it's still 0-0. We still might get that one chance to put the game to bed, but Milan coming down the right-hand side again. Anderson this time coming back to help out. He's been beaten easily there, Elliot Anderson. Great chance. Mustafa gets the ball in, but this is a chance. It's bouncing around. It's loose. Miggy's got to get there and does. Great defending by Miggy because Hernandez was coming onto that. And if he got there, he would have smashed that in the back of the net. But Billy, I am worried about this side. You know, Burns been isolated. Anderson just got skipped round there by Musa. He just skipped round him.
Yeah, it was poor really from Anderson committing himself. Lovely little flick from Giroud. But good for Malmont to be back there.
Yeah, that's brilliant for Miggy because if he didn't get there, you know, that was a free shot and goal for.
Got to be switched on here. Got to be switched on.
Absolutely. Milan corner, in swinger again. In it comes. Giroud is causing all sorts of problems. Good block again, this time by Trippier. And another block. Incredible bit of block. And this time from Elliot Anderson. Throwing themselves in front of the ball. Both of them were on target, no doubt about it. Literally throwing themselves in front of the ball, Billy.
They were indeed. It was brave defending there. They were going at some rate and not so shots were.
We've got 15 minutes to go of the second half in Milan. It is still goalless between Newcastle and AC Milan. AC Milan beginning to get a little bit on top, Billy, would you say?
Yeah, we thought they were down and out a minute ago, but since the substitutions, they've brightened up considerably. And it's all about this down this left-hand side. Wilson's come out to left now, which is strange. It's
that's not where we really want Callum.
Yeah, obviously Eddie's more concerned about the 2-on-1 with Dan Burn and he's pulled Wilson onto his left-hand side.
Miggy's robbed Liao and Miggy's away, but he's got Tamori in front of him. There is nobody up with him. Miggy has got the ball pulled back a little by Tamori there, I thought, but the referee wasn't having it. Tamori's just a monster. I'm sorry. I know he's an opposition player, but he is a monster.
I'm not sure he's touched that.
No, but Liao's on the ball again, down the left-hand side. He's got Fabian Schär in front of him. Schär does well. Great tackle. Hernandez with the throw-in for AC Milan. To Reinders now. Cuts inside. Good work again. Good pressing from Newcastle. But again, you know, you just get a bit concerned. I mean...
It's a blatantly obvious up to me.
Yeah.
Take Isak off and bring Hall on. That's the obvious up to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cross goal there.
Or maybe even Billy put Elliot Anderson on the left and bring Lewis Miley on just to shore up the defence.
Potentially.
You know, we know how good Miley is in that 6th position.
Potentially.
But again, would Eddie want to throw, Lewis Miley in? But then again, if you're old enough, you're good enough. You know what I mean? And I think you'd do all right.
I'm concerned about this. You know, they are doubling up on Dan Burn now, and I'm concerned about it.
Yeah.
For a minute, he put Wilson out this left-hand side.
Indeed.
It's gone back the other way now, but is Isak fit enough to get back and help defend? I'm not sure he is. He looks very languid at the minute.
It's just his body language is just, for me, it's not been right the last few games, but anyway, they're coming down this right-hand side again, and there's nobody there. The cross comes in. It's right at the far post. Hernandez comes in and volleys it. But good on Miggy again, helping out at the back. He put Hernandez off and the ball goes over the bar. But so many crosses coming from our left-hand side now, Billy.
You can't even blame Dan Burn for it. He's on his own against, he's generally against 2. That time it was just the 1. Didn't get out quick enough. But, you know, the left winger's got to help out his defenders here, and he's not.
Yeah. Just seeing those shots again. That's one definitely on target. And Hernandez was definitely on target. Great defending from Botman and Elliot Anderson there blocking the shots. As the Milan... the goalkeeper's down. My nan is down injured at the moment.
I wonder if my granddad's warming up.
Probably, Billy, yeah. Dwayne says, I don't think Eddie... where's that gone? Jumped off the screen. Let's have a look. I don't think Eddie Howe actually knows Elliot Anderson's position. He thinks he can do with Joe Linton and play him anywhere. He's having a big discussion with Alexander Isak at the moment.
Get him off. He's knackered.
Yeah, I think we need that one final substitution just to shore this up, because it's very risky at the moment, isn't it, at the back? It's very risky. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. 2,000 watching again. Thank you so much for all your support. It really does mean a lot to us. And, of course, if you're new, keep the subscriptions coming in and hit that notification bell. And also, hit the like button as well if you're enjoying today's match commentary. We really need the likes, guys. And with your help, we'll get them. So please hit the thumbs up as you're watching the stream.
Well, taking more than enough.
I think he's going off.
Must have his pension to collect.
Yeah. Sportilio's coming on, Billy. Sportelio.
That's a good name, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Used to play for Heinz.
Oh, dear. Dear.
That's because the number, folks. He's wearing the 57. It's a strange number.
Simon Fitzpatrick says, this channel is my life. Thank you very much, Simon. Much appreciated, my friend. I don't actually know what the injury is to Milan, but he's gone off.
I do wonder if they're making these changes to get extra added time. You know, they are clever enough to do them kind of things.
Yeah. But we've got 10 minutes of normal time remaining in the game, and it's still goalless. Personally, I'd be very happy if it finished like this, Billy. And we get a point out to San Siro, I will be very happy.
100%.
But a goalkeeper coming on cold, Billy. As some people are saying in the chat, let's start peppering the keeper.
Well,
Milan have had 22 goal attempts and 7 on target. Newcastle 4 attempts with none on target.
Yeah, Nick Pope's distribution ain't great, is it?
No, it isn't. I mean, straight out to play again. I mean, that's not great, to be honest. But they've really given an effort tonight, the lads, and certainly deserve to take something out of this game. That's a poor pass. And Bruno now on the front foot for Newcastle, looking for a run. Bruno bursting forward. He's taking out the play, and that's going to be a yellow card.
So it should be as well.
Yeah, Bruno had him beaten there, and another yellow card for Milan. So let's just add that onto the scoreboard. How many bookings have Milan had? 3 or 2?
2, I think.
Yeah, and we've had 1.
We didn't get Loftus Cheek booked, even though we made about 300 fouls.
Yeah, very, very good point.
I think Bruno's been superb tonight, by the way.
He's been brilliant. Yeah, his work rate in that midfield tonight has been absolutely fantastic, and he's kept us going. You know what I mean? He's worked hard. He's pushed us out of defence. He's been brilliant, and this is what we love to see from Bruno. Back to his near best, I think, tonight, Billy. Long ball played into the Milan box. Burners at the back post and got a header on it. He claims a corner, but it goes for a goal kick. I mean, if Byrne did win the header there, he's got to do better there.
Yeah, he's got a nod at a back cross goal, hasn't he?
Interesting. Tonali has an ice pack on his ankle, Billy.
Yes, it is interesting.
Was it an ankle injury he got when he was on international duty?
Muscle thigh, wasn't it? Muscle fatigue in thigh.
Yeah. I mean, look, players put ice packs on, you know, after they might have a little bit of a knock somewhere, you know what I mean? Oh, Mustel goes round again. Ball in the box, cleared away by Botman. A very good clearance again.
It was only a yard ahead of the player, wasn't it, as well?
That has to be a free kick. Giroud's arm is miles in the air, and Giroud gets a yellow card now.
Quite right as well. It's not been the same since Big Brother's Little Brother stopped, has he? Let's be honest.
Ryland Clark there. God, he looks a spitting double of him, doesn't he? I mean, that is a terrible tackle, to be honest.
It's worse than the one Cher did, let's be honest.
I think he actually got booked for dissent, you know, not the tackle, Billy. Because he seemed to have a right go at the referee after he blew the whistle there. And I think the referee just thought, right, bugger it. You're in the book, son.
Yeah, he'll be frustrated, he will, tonight.
Oh, lost the ball in a stupid place. Ridiculous. And we get away with it. It runs out. Is it a throw to Newcastle? It is. I'm not sure. Longstaff again caught on the ball there. And we've seen that a few times in the last couple of games. He just falls asleep sometimes when he's on the ball. He's having to go at Botman saying the pass wasn't on in the first place. I may agree with him if I saw it again. Here's Anderson for Newcastle. Out to Isak. Isak now. Drops it back. That's a terrible pass. And Isak's passed it to nobody apart from AC Milan player. And that has gone out for a goal kick.
Brilliant defending for Byrne. Absolutely superb defending. Isak put him in the deep doo-doo there. Superb from Byrne to get back, get a great tackling and win us the goal kick.
Pulisic is furious that it should have been a corner. I think it should have, but what the hell? I don't care. But Isak again holding on. He's lost it again. And it's a throw into AC Milan.
It should be our throwing, surely.
No, Billy, Isak's just not... I don't know what's the matter with him. He just doesn't seem to... You know, that drive is missing from Isak. That's twice he's been caught there, just messing on with the ball.
He's not been great tonight, let's be honest.
No, I don't know what's the matter with him, Billy.
Well, if he wants to protect his point, he should really be getting him off and getting someone that can help the defender, i.e. Lewis Hall, or even Harvey Barnes to a certain extent.
Long ball across to the left-hand side where Theo Hernandez just brings it down, knocks it down to Tomori. AC Milan building again as we've got just over 5 minutes left in normal time. Still a stalemate at the San Siro. Newcastle have put a hell of a shift in tonight. There is no doubt about it. First half, under a lot of pressure. But now Milan coming back with Theo Hernandez down the left-hand side into Leao. He's turned. Great tackle, Sean Longstaff. Great tackle.
I think it was Anderson.
Yes, it was. I do apologise. But Milan, look, again, they're looking to this right-hand side. Billy skipped into Musa now. Musa goes back. This is an opportunity to get the ball in again. Nobody there. Isak miles away. Ball comes across, but Nick Pope takes it comfortably.
And catches it.
And catches it, yeah. Paul Tully says Isak has had no service. No crosses, no through balls, nothing. Yeah, but he's still got to do his stuff when he's on the line, when he's on the wing like that. You know, very lazy ball back to Dan Burn, who was miles away. That's nice football, but the ball from Bruno's just slightly overhit as he did see the run from Elliot Anderson there. But, you know, in response to that comment as well, though, I do think that Isak is a left forward. I don't think he should be playing as a striker.
Look at him again. He's 2 against 1 again.
It's a 2-on-1 on Dan Burn. Danger here. Pulisic, chance, bouncing around again. Pulisic with his left, and again, Longstaff with a brilliant tackle. Isak again he's lost it again, trying to dribble out. He shouldn't be dribbling the ball there, for God's sake, man.
Get him off.
Undoing all the good defensive work there. Now Anderson.
Go forward, Elliot. Don't go backwards.
Well, he's doing well there. He did well there, yeah. He got a bit of space for himself. Now Bruno, back into Anderson. He's got Isak forward as well. He looks for Isak. It wasn't a bad idea, but Isak's never going to get across there in time.
He's played it in between 2 passes, hasn't he? He's been kind of confused between Wilson and Isak, and he's gone between the 2 of them.
Yeah. I mean, look, I understand about Isak having no service, but you should not be dribbling where he's just trying to dribble out from. It put us in the right doo-doo again.
Wilson's deeper than Isak again. Look, Isak's gone. He's physically gone.
Yeah. Anderson almost winning the ball there. Anderson's in the left-back position here. Musa forced to go back to the defender.
Isak literally can't give any more. He's standing up. He can't. Look, he literally can't do any more.
Great work from Elliot Anderson. We've got an opportunity here, Billy. It's a 4-5-on-3, and Newcastle with a huge chance. Longstaff into the box. Can he get the ball across? No. It was a terrible pass by Miggy. And it asked far too much of Sean Longstaff. And now Milan coming back again now with Giroud. Giroud outpacing Bruno. I never thought I'd ever say that. Milan coming forward. Giroud will hit this straight at Nick Pope. And he hangs on to it as well. Great goalkeeping. Great position. And Newcastle coming back the other end now with Trippier. But there's no movement in front of him. They're just all spent. Here's Isak. He's at walking pace. Across to Trippier again. And Trippier's saying, well, where is everybody? Dan Burn makes himself available and then kicks it straight out to play.
Oh, come on now. This is pathetic.
Wow.
Eddie Howe's not even thinking about making a change, which is the worst bit of all of this. It's all right trying to G him up, Eddie. They're knackered. Isak cannot move. Get him off the pitch.
Isak's on his knees. He's absolutely not. Theo Hernandez is on his hunches as well. I mean, look, both teams have put everything into this game. Absolutely everything. It's been a great game of football. And Krunic has now been yellow carded, Billy.
Well, he's been booked. Oh, we're going. Oh, referee. That's soft.
Wow. Very soft indeed. 1 minute of normal time to go. We're still 0-0. A point would be fabulous. Come on, boys. Keep this work rate going. They have worked their asses off tonight. But Milan will not settle for a 0-0 draw at home in the Champions League. And they're coming down the right-hand side. This is dangerous. It's Pulisic. Great defending, Bruno Gomes. Absolutely superb tackle.
10 out of 10.
And it cleared the ball. Brilliant. 2 balls on the pitch, so Pulisic couldn't take a quick free kick. Brilliant from Bruno. That saved the goal, quite frankly.
It did. Once again, it was 2 against 1 on this left flank. Why Eddie Howe can't see it, I don't know. Maybe the change is
substitution. I'm not sure who's making the substitution.
It
is Newcastle. And it's Harvey Barnes for Isak. Well, it possibly should have been made about 10 minutes ago, Billy, but at least it's done now.
Yeah, it's way over time, this substitution, or some sort of substitution for Isak, because it's been spent for 15, 20 minutes.
The additional time is ticking away. We haven't been told how many minutes there is.
26 minutes.
That's strange. They haven't put a plus time. They're just going. I mean, come on. Somebody in the chat. Eh?
Because we were making a change, weren't we? That's probably why.
Yeah, it's a corner to AC Milan. Oh God Almighty! My arse is twitching like a rabbit's nose, guys. 5 minutes of additional time. 5 minutes.
More than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm happy with 5 minutes, but I'm happy if we defend this bloody corner more at the point.
Yeah, we've got to stay awake. It's hard work. You've got to stay awake in these situations. Just get your head to this ball and get rid of it.
Pulisic's corner is way out. Good work by Harvey Barnes getting a foot on it. Just couldn't quite bring it down. Come on, lads. Push out. Push out. Wilson, great press and Callum.
Yeah, that is great press. That is great press.
Absolutely.
No one backed him up there because, well, it's Bruno that's won the most forward and it shouldn't be him.
And another shot comes in and Nick Pope just lets that go over. I think we're happy for them to shoot from 30 yards out, Billy.
Yeah.
Guys, keep subscribing if you're new to the channel. Thank you very much for joining the Toon Review. Over 2,150 people now watching, which is incredible. Thank you so much for all your support, guys. We really do mean that. But if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and come and be part of this incredible community. And also hit the thumbs up. Give us a like if you've enjoyed the commentary. Long ball. That's a push. A clear push. Now, come on, lads. We get this into the box and cause a bit of trouble.
He's give it. And it's Krunic again. And he's showing open descent again.
Well, I thought the referee was reaching for a card there, Billy. He looked like he was going into his pocket. And I thought, here we go. Red card, that'll do. Now, what we don't want to do is commit everybody forward here.
Well, it looks like they all are.
RB Leipzig have now gone 3-1 up at the Wankdorf.
Oh, that'll be a bit of a tug on the heartstrings of those at the Wankdorf yet.
Indeed.
They won't pull that back.
No, they definitely won't. Anyway, Trippier with a free kick. He floated into the box, headed away by Milan. We've got to make sure that we don't let them have a counter-attack here.
I'm concerned we put it through too many men forward.
That's a foul, is it? No, the referee's allowed play on. We're in trouble here. Great tackle. Brilliant tackle. And he's kept it in. Superb work from Trippier.
Brilliant Trippier.
Absolutely outstanding piece of defending. As my stream has gone off. Oh, man, kiss my ass. Where's my stream gone?
Bruno's just kicked it straight to touch for some strange reason. We're halfway through. Well, over halfway through.
Billy, what's time limit?
2:59 a minute.
Yeah, I'm on 2:59 as well. Ball into the box, into the arms of Nick Pope. Let's just chill out here, guys. 2 minutes of injury time. Billy, I don't know about you, but I think a point in the San Siro is fabulous.
It's a phenomenal tackle from Trim. It is, yeah. I mean, we all predicted wins last night, but I think that was more bravado than anything else.
You've got to be hopeful, haven't you?
Yeah, of course we have.
Of course you have, as Newcastle fans.
Go on, Callum, chase that down. It's a back pass.
It is a back pass. Half volleyed launch by the goalkeeper. Good header again, this time from Bruno, who's been outstanding. Miggy tried to. Well, I think he saw Callum Wilson and thought he'd actually made a run, but he hadn't. A minute and 20 seconds left of additional time. Still goalless at the San Siro. Great pressing by Miggy. Go on, son.
Get up.
Long ball played again. Header on. Byrne comes in. Good header, Dan Byrne. He's had a fabulous second half, Billy. He really has.
Harvey Barnes giving the ball away there unnecessarily. Well played, Longstaff. Brilliant.
Longstaff blocks out Theo Hernandez, who's gone down. Come on, Miggy, go for it. We could get a winner here in the last minute.
Miggy
driving forward.
Give it.
Miggy, give it. Harvey, it's out to Elliot Anderson. He cuts in on his right foot. Longstaff's in his space, and he's rifled it just over the bar. Oh my God, what a chance for Sean Longstaff.
He saved it.
He saved it. What a save by the goalkeeper in the last minute of injury time. That's not a foul on Hernandez either, by the way. It's a brilliant bit of play by Longstaff. What a chance, right at the death.
I just wish Miggy had curved with his left foot. We've seen him do it a million times, and he was reluctant to do it, wasn't he? But what a save that is. And
either side of the keeper, and that was 1-0 to Newcastle.
Yeah,
Hernandez is still down holding his face. You soft little git. Get up, man. Come on. We've got a corner here in the dying seconds of the match, and we could have won it. It was that one opportunity, Billy, that we were talking about. First shot on target, and the keeper touches it over the bar.
It's a terrific save. I'm not sure Milan would have been able to get out of the furry boots to get to that, but
that's very true. But we've got a corner.
Wouldn't it be a smash and grab if he scored now? Christ.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, smash and grab is an understatement, Billy, to be fair. Here we go.
Someone at the back post. Come on, let's do this. There's no one going near post, so I ain't going near post.
Trippier's wasting as much time as he can here. In comes the corner. Right. Oh, and the keeper touches it on. He's blown for full time. Newcastle are furious because they should have had a corner. But listen, I'm happy that the full-time whistle's gone, to be honest. It's a 0-0 draw. And Newcastle, in their first appearance in the Champions League, has he blown for full time? Has he given a goal kick there?
I'm not sure. No, it's full time.
Yeah, it's full time. And Newcastle United have come away from an away game with a point. And I am bloody proud as punch of them. You know, yes, we criticise some performances. But listen, one thing you cannot take away from tonight is the effort that those players put in tonight for this. David Oliver saying an embarrassing performance. Give your head a shake, will you?
Who's your team, David Oliver? Who do you support?
Yeah, it's certainly not Newcastle. Embarrassing performance. We've gone to the San Siro. We haven't conceded a goal. We've got a point away from home. And you bet your bottom dollar that at home to AC Milan will be a very, very different game of football. I am absolutely loving that.
Superb second half performance. Really was. Outstanding second half performance. Some real men's performances from some of them lads tonight. Second half especially.
Absolutely. I mean, AC Milan, Billy, had the chances in the first half, without a doubt. We stuck in. We got away with a few things. You know, the defending was a bit hectic at times, but we've come away with a point from the San Siro. And look at those Toon fans. Absolute joy.
Because, and you know what? We could have stolen it at the end there. You know, that shot from Longstaff was on target. We could have. Terrific save. But a point away at the San Siro is just something that was, you know, you wouldn't have expected it. We all predicted wins with bravado, and we always predict wins on this channel. But realistically, to get a point at the San Siro is a phenomenal result for us. It really is. Absolutely.
And listen, you can go away to these grounds and think, right, you know, what's best case scenario? Do not lose the game away from home in the Champions League. And that's exactly what we've done tonight. We did not get beat. We've got a point, and we are up and running in the Champions League.
Yeah, we've seen some world-class performances from two or three of them. I thought Trippier, Botman, Bruno were all world-class tonight, all three of those. I thought Dan Burn was absolutely superb second half. I thought Fabian Schär defended really well. I thought Nick Pope looked more like his old self. You know, from 1 to 11, we defended manfully. Although we didn't look as offensive as we usually do. Look like scoring, but you know, at San Siro against a side that's won the Champions League 7 times, you know, we'll take nil.
I mean, look at that! Look at that! Just incredible support. Look at that behind that goal in that top tier, full of black and whites. And listen, you know, we can say that some people didn't particularly play well at times. You know, we said about Dan Burn at half time. However, he had a wonderful second half, Billy. Absolutely brilliant second half. And I'm, you know, I'm not too shy to say that. You know, I know I've been the biggest critic of Dan Burn, but second half, he puts a monumental performance in.
And at times in second half, he was left so isolated from what was in front of him. You know, he'd had to perform the work of 2 men at times tonight. You know, phenomenal second half performance from the big fella.
And you know what? They'll take a lot of confidence from this, Billy, because like we've said, when we go at home in these Champions League matches, it's going to be very, very different because we're not going to be sat on the back foot and we're not going to let the teams come on to us. We will go at them as well.
100%. You know, you will see the pressure in more effect in our home game. You know, the emphasis on us to attack. I'm really looking forward to the home games. I think we can give ourselves a really good series of start off, isn't it? Let's be honest. You know, start off without losing. Didn't do this last time we were in the European Champions League. Either of the occasions we've been on it. So it's a better start than we've ever had. And away at the San Siro, I'm proudest punch of the lads. Proudest punch of the lads, really am.
Absolutely. Proudest punch to be a Newcastle fan tonight. And listen, you'll get the idiots coming on saying, oh, you know, we're getting outclassed. You know, Milan had their chances in the first half, but we talked about that before the game, saying, Billy, that it was important that we weathered whatever storm came our way. And, you know, as scrambly as those clearances were in the penalty area, they did not get through us at the end of the day. And when they did, Nick Pope made some great saves. I thought Nick Pope was fabulous tonight, by the way. Not so great at kicking, but I'm more bothered about his goalkeeping performance, coming for the crosses, you know, making saves. He was brilliant tonight. And, you know, the lads just put in a monumental effort. And now they can take that forward. And that was all about, Billy, getting back in the Champions League and getting up and running.
Yeah, back to his very best, Nick Pope. Some of the blocking in that second half, you know, the double up on them two long shots, one from Ellie Anderson. I can't remember who the first one was from, but it was just brave, you know, brave defending, jumping in front of stuff, not caring for their own safety. You know, it was a real brave performance second half. And in the end, we could have, as I said, we could have stolen it because I mean we did look more threatening second half. I was worried about Isak though. I've got to say, I thought he was disappointed tonight for me.
Yeah, there's just something not right with him at the minute, but
I agree.
He'll come good. George, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says, great result. Defence did well at the end. Tunali Smiley, thank you for your £2, mate. He says, great stream, guys. Bring on PSG. Absolutely. Bring on Paris Saint-Germain. I'm just loving it, Billy. I mean, wasn't the greatest game attacking wise for Newcastle United tonight, but what we showed was we are not going to be the whipping boys in this group. We are there to compete, and we can compete. So I'm just outstanding. Let's not forget, tonight, Billy.
Yeah,
we've just drawn 0-0 away to last year's semi-finalists. Let's not, you know, they made the semi-final of the Champions League last season.
They did indeed.
And we've just drawn 0-0 at the San Siro. That's how good of a result it was. David Oliver. Here's David Oliver, Billy. We didn't deserve a draw. I'm sorry if you're realistic about that performance. We were incredibly lucky against a fairly lackluster Milan. David, take your head for a shake, mate. Seriously, go and give your head a shake. What do you expect?
It was Sunderland playing tonight, David.
I mean, I just don't understand, David, what you expect. We went there, we gave a hell of an effort, we put in a great performance, and we've got a 0-0 draw in the San Siro against last season's semi-finalists. Yet you come out and slag the lads off. Ridiculous, man.
I think what we've got is fans of other clubs who are generally used to playing Champions League, and they're expecting us to get a tank in, and it's not happened, and they're not happy about it. So take some lemons with that salt. All good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, was the performance brilliant? No, it wasn't. But it was never going to be. It was brave. It was courageous. It was absolutely sometimes backs to the wall. But you've got to do that sometimes in the Champions League. And we did that tonight. And yeah, we can say some people weren't quite on it. Fair enough. But what they all were was committed tonight, 110%. And we saw a team go out that we can be proud of because they did not lose. They did not concede a goal. And we got a point in the Champions League away from home against last year's semi-finalists. So anybody wants to slag them off, fine, go and do it somewhere else. Ridiculous things to say. We should be really proud of the lads tonight, and that's exactly what I am. So 100%. End of story with that one, really. But this will put us up against, obviously we go to Sheffield United on Sunday, Billy. We've got a few days rest now just to recuperate. Yep. I expect there to be changes again.
Yep, 100%. I think we'll see Callum Wilson come back in. Probably maybe see Harvey Barnes come back in as well. Miggy will probably start, I imagine. He's not had a full game for a couple of weeks now. But I think we'll see the same back four, which is worrying. But we haven't got the replacements in the back four, have we? Unless you're talking about fullbacks. I don't think we can afford to drop Trippier. Obviously, we would all pick Lewis Hall at left back, but we can't replace Trippier. He's irreplaceable at the minute. So there will be a few changes. I think Tonali will probably rest as well, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah. Chris says, sorry, we didn't play well at all. And that's obvious. I'm not slagging Paul off. It's an opinion. Stop having a go at everyone that's not yours. That's not okay. Chris, I get people go at me for not being positive, right? And you've been one of them in the past, Chris. I know for a fact you have. So I'm being positive here and trying to big up the lads, saying we've come away from the San Siro against last season's semi-finalists with a draw. Yes, it wasn't a great performance from Newcastle. It was backs to the walls at times, but we've got a point. So we should be praising the lads. We should be proud of the effort. They represented us brilliantly tonight, and we've come away with a point. So, stop going at me. I mean, Jesus, people need to cheer up. They really do. I'm astounded by some people. I am.
I mean, we're also getting people calling for Livramento to play. Where are you going to play him? You're not going to play him at right back. You've just seen one of the best right back performances the Newcastle players ever made, in my opinion. You can't play Livramento ahead of Trippier. Maybe rest Trippier. Possibly you will rest him, but can we really afford to rest our leader and talisman? I don't think so.
Yeah. Rabbit Nunn says any draw away from home is superb. Yeah, look, we didn't concede. We've got a point. I just do not see. The performance wasn't great footballing wise, and I've said that a million times. But sometimes you have to play differently to get the results, and we did tonight, and we got a result. We could have snuck it at the end. And some people are coming on saying, "Oh, Milan could have won 8-0." Christ on a bike, man! They didn't. We could have won 1-0 if you're going to be like that and said, "Oh, Milan could have read 1-0." It's not like that at all, But never mind. I'm absolutely proud as punch. Andy Magpie Watson, thank you for your £1 super chat. Listen, and Limmy, thank you for your £5 super chat as well. Much appreciated. That is the end of the watch along. Me, Billy, and Alex will be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, where we will dissect everything from the game. We will have the Milan match review, where we'll do, of course, a player ratings as well, and just basically touch on the talking points during the game. Coach Austin, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says, we lost 1-0 to Champions League semi-finalists. Sorry, we lost 1-0 to Champions League winners and just drew with the semi-finalists. What more do people want? Come on the tune. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm absolutely proud as punch of the lads tonight. But we will be back at 7 o'clock with the match review tomorrow night. If there's any news during the day, of course, I'll bring you a news video on that one. But thank you for all your support tonight. Roadblock, thank you for your £2 super chat. NUFC, top of the table. Yes, we are.
Incidentally, if you want to support another Newcastle United player, Mente's playing for final against Celtic.
Yes, he is. He is indeed. So go and give him your support, guys. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all your super chats and new memberships. Really, really do thank you and appreciate that. Thank you very much to the mod squad for a wonderful job again tonight. Thank you for Billy for your company tonight. Thank you to Edward Gaunt, who's put another 500 yen in the pot. Thank you very much, Edward. He says, trip your man of the match experience. Absolutely. But thank you to everybody. I mean, over 2,000 watching. It's just incredible. And we hope you enjoy everything we bring you on this channel, as well as the commentaries. We love doing them. So thank you all for your support. And we will see you tomorrow night for the next live show, 7 o'clock. We'll be going over this in the match review. Until then, good night.
How are the lads and lasses? Come on then.
Come on.